Yes, guys, welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102 to 1010 Blast, the online heads-up network game with myself and Andy Vince. A warm welcome on this miserable Friday lunchtime. Fuck me, it looks depressing outside. That's before the fucking bad weather. It's depressing with the neighbours. Okay, so we'll wait for Andy to get into the game. The match is up. We're all good. Fuck Twitch today. We're not bothering with Twitch. And I've just got to reload my game up, it would appear. Oh fuck, it's because I run OBS as an administrator. My own fucking fault. Just need to rerun that, guys. Bear with me a second. We just crashed our CM. We didn't want to do that, did we? Okay, so just bear with me, guys. We are on the way when it gets its arse in gear. I had problems with my microphone yet again today, which was really fucking bugging me. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure I can see it on the, yeah, it looks like we can see it, network, okay, yeah, all good. Okay, Gary Johnson, hi Deviant, hello mate, how you doing? Baz, I can see you all there somewhere lurking in the shadows, just like Jimmy Savile. Good to see you guys. Well, I'm only saying that just to be sociable, fuck you really. Okay, so this, you know, if you tuned in yesterday, microphone still sounds fault. Fuck you, you cheeky bastard. You little bastard features. Right, my microphone's playing up. It is genuinely playing up. Let me just put my microphone over there. Okay. Is that any better? Any better? Is that Gary? Leighton, hello mate, how you doing? Good to see you drop in again, Leighton. Good to see you drop in again, always a pleasure. Let me know if the sound's okay, guys. Let me know if the sound's okay. I'm having a few problems with it, as I said. I can adjust certain things. No, I have just lowered it. It's funny though, Gary, because I was looking at my bar and it was like hitting the red, which tells me it's too loud. Me, too loud? What the fuck? Me, too loud? How dare them? Okay, so let's cast your mind back now, guys. This is like we're looking to have an hour and a half. Cheers, Gary. We're looking to have an hour and a half, and that might well be enough to conclude season 3. Andy Liverpool, me Leeds. 10 games to go. You may recall yesterday's League Cup semi-final second leg. That was just fucking crazy. I had a few conversations with Andy last night about the game. It's going to be very, very interesting indeed. So we've lost alcohol for 10 days. That's fine. I can deal with that. We have lost NDIE for 7 months. So let's just chuck him in the resis. We can't do nothing with him over here. Riccarta. Don't know who he is. Gary, have you ever seen this guy? Ator Lopez Riccarta. Brought him as not a makeshift. Brought him as an emergency fullback. And he's not doing bad, is he? He's not doing bad. Having us reverted back to the 4 at the back. We shall see. This could be one of the most dramatic hours of Do you know what, Gary? I'm glad you said that. However, I've been warned not to be too loud from Annie. The boss says, don't be as loud as you was yesterday, because she's doing something upstairs, and she goes, I won't message her. I'll bang on the fucking floor. So I've got my orders, and I said to her, she's done that on purpose, the twat. And I said to her, if I don't lose, I won't shout. I think that's a fair compromise, isn't it? It's a fair compromise. First game then. What we got there? We got Derby against Leeds. Kewell can't play, not a 93%. Ordinarily, I'd probably play a 93%. But I think when I've got the flexibility of being able to bring in people like Karagunas, Joe Cole, although Cole's injured, you've got to take advantage of it, haven't you? Figo then starting behind Vieri. Okay, we've just got to focus. And now I had this discussion with Andy, and I remember having this discussion with your mate Ray, Gary, ages ago. When you load a saved game, like so, it's like the form guide goes completely out the window. And, you know, you suddenly stop. And that happened in the previous session. Well, actually, it weren't yesterday's session, I think it was the one before, where the opening 2 games, I drew them both. And I said to Andy, I went, have you ever had before? See, this is what I mean. This is what I fucking mean. It's fucking unbelievable. Look at that. Unbelievable. I saw the word rebound, and 9 times out of 10, when you see the word rebound, you're going to see goals straight after. 4 shots to 1 in favour of Leeds. So frustrating. I think the worst part of it is Ravanelli. What was it? White Feather, was it? What was he known as, a White Feather? Fucking little prick. Greedy bastard. He fucking run Derby into the ground, didn't he? In terms of his wages and stuff like that. Okay, so just bear with me, guys. I just did give you a mention about banging, and then you fucking banged. Okay, Derby 1, Leeds 1 at the break. We need to do something. We need to do something. Figo 85%. Dickhead. Okay. I need to find that goal. Need to find the goal. We can't afford no slip-ups in any games. We need to. Oh, you fucking bastard! Jonas Lundon's goal ruled out for offside. You prick. Ah. Oh. Do you know what? I can't even knock anything yet because I've got a cup of tea right at the computer. So if I start flinging shit, right, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Look, this is really fucking me off. This is frustrating me. 18 minutes to go. Figo's going to come off now then. I'm going to put on Viduka. We're going to have 2 up top. Well, essentially 2 up top. See what Viduka can do as a number 10. Oh man, this is just fucking so frustrating. 8 minutes to go. We'll read your message a minute later and bear with me. Fucking bastard features. One last throw of the dice. Oh, would you believe it? Look at that fucking bastard cunt. I remember him being linked with Everton and he wanted Everton to pay absolutely everything. He was mentioned to be horrible to... Yeah, you're on about Ravanelli, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. He was a fucking cunt. Look at that one. Absolute shit show. Yes, we've got top of the table on goal difference. But now we need to see Liverpool lose. Mega Dante's arrived in the house. Hello, Mr. Dante. How you doing? Not the easiest of games for Liverpool. I think it's fair to say. Ipswich are not a bad team, but only for a few minutes, guys. Oh, fuck you then, only for a few minutes. No, I'm only joking, Dante. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Okay, so whilst we look around and pay attention to our Champions League game against Rosenborg, actually considering making a few changes for this. Viduka, what did Viduka get me just then? He got me a 7. Wasn't good enough, really, was it? I am going to bring on Robbie Keane and Viduka to lead the front line. I do want to give them both a chance. Jonas Lundon, I'm going to keep him playing. But I'm going to put London on the left. And we're going to have... oh, shit. Jonas Lundon on the left. No. Fuck it. Karagunas can start still. And then I think the back 4. Back 4, I think we'll probably keep the same. Okay, see how he's getting on. 0-0 at Portman Road. Didn't actually pay attention to Man United. They've not played yet. Yeah, they've not played yet. Okay. Oh, sorry, I missed that. They're playing at home to Aston Villa. Okay, so let's just pay attention to our defence now then. Klomp, 7-3-5. Okaronko. I think Okaronko and Riccardo have got to play. Bonera could quite easily come in. I don't want to risk it too much. I think, you know, you've got to think to yourself, winning the group, we're going to play a runners-up, aren't we? We don't want runners-up from there. Either way. AEK ain't going to do it. Deportivo I would take, or Ajax. I don't want Man U. I certainly don't want Man U. I don't really want Milan. And over here, I don't really want Lazio. Or I think I'd rather have PSV. It's very difficult to sometimes think what's best. Tommy Smith has scored for Liverpool 1-0 at Portman Road. They will go 3 points clear at the top of the Premiership if they win today. Okay, look at that. What a big set of games we've got coming. Yeah, this is going to be fucking war. Absolute war. Chelsea 2-0. Newcastle 4-1. Nothing really of interest. Arsenal are just out of it. They're totally out of it. Quick reminder then, season 3, it's been... Do you know what? We were talking yesterday. My second season that I won a title, bear in mind, I did not lose a single game until the last game of the season, and I could afford to lose, and I had the Champions League final to look at, and I lost it. Now, that was only the 1 defeat. So 2 defeats, I'd have probably lost the title. That's how tight it is. That's how difficult it is when you've got fuckers like Man United playing. Fucking arseholes. Oh, Ipswich have scored. Alan Shearer. Oh, Michael Owen. Woohoo. Good old Shearer. Michael Owen and Shearer. It is Ipswich 1, Liverpool 2. I'm still undecided on the marking, if I'm really honest with you. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave just one on man marking. I think we'll leave Ferdinand in. I think Jonathan Woodgate, we'll leave him as is. And the results are in. He's won it 2-1. Man United 1. Aston Villa 0. They will keep up the pressure. Let me remind you that both Liverpool and ourselves have got to play United and Arsenal in the final few games of the season. But there's our situation after 29 league games. Liverpool lead the way by 3 points of Leeds, who are 2 points clear of Manchester United. It is a 3-horse race. It is fair to say. I mean, like I said, if United win both of those games, you know, against us, then that changes everything. But United, of course, are in the League Cup final against Liverpool. I think they're in the FA Cup as well. We'll check that. And, of course, they're in the Champions League. Yes, they are in the FA Cup. So, I mean, look at that. What a fucking... I mean, I know I've had the run of the green in the Champions League group stages, but not the fucking FA Cup. Fucking arseholes. Okay. I don't know if it's how it's set. If I will play the runners-up of Group B, is that how it works? Will I play runners-up of Group B, or is it a draw? No, it can't be that, because it could be an English team, couldn't it? So if that's the case, not Group B, sorry, Group A. If that's the case, who do I want? Who do I want? It's going to likely to be Bayern Munich, isn't it? I'd rather play Bayern Munich than Roma. Roma, of course, we lost in the Champions League final last season. A draw today will win us the group. A draw today will win us the group, and Arkin is right. Yeah, fuck it. We've got one player then man marking. Even though, let's just see what Rosenborg have gone with. Probably 2 up top. Yeah, they've gone 2 up top, but we're only. In fact, I actually know that guy. Not know him personally. TL. TL, is that this guy, isn't it? I do. Do you know what? I quite like that guy. I remember him from a different save. He's a good player. Okay. Rosenborg, Leeds. You know, we have played a second string, so to speak. I say second string. It is a second string in comparison to what our first strongest lineup would be on terms of form. But it's still a very strong team. You know, you can't say we've got Viduka, Robbie Keane and Karagunas and they're all Rezzies, because they're not. They're not Rezzies at all. Arkidius back. You know, I've got a soft spot for Arkidius back. So the only reason he plays is because I'm a soft spot for him, and he gives me sexual favours. It's Rosenborg 0, Leeds 3, Karagunas with 1, Arkidius back with 2. We've started exactly as we needed to. Let's just keep the momentum going. Let's just retain a clean sheet. That's really important. We spoke about goalkeepers yesterday, me and Andy, with regard just philosophies, really. Now, I have got a question, actually. Gary, this is for you. I didn't think of this. Oh, fuck you. I didn't think of this. Andy threw it to me. Have you ever known Viduka to get English nationality? Or, let me put it another way, to become an EEU? Now, the reason being, I kept saying... I thought he becomes it. Now, I could swear, over the years, I've seen him get it, but maybe I'm wrong, because, as Andy pointed out, he already has a second nationality in Croatian. Now, if you're Australian and Croatian, does that mean 5 years in England? I know you won't get English nationality because you can't have a third, but do you get that EU status? I didn't even think about it. Genuinely didn't. You don't think Aussies can, though? I don't know. I might be wrong, but I'm sure that I could be wrong, but at some point I've known Viduka to become an EU, you know, after X amount of years. But now I'm doubting myself because Marvin Andrews got it, and that makes sense because he'd been in Scotland/England, which all counts as the same. Let's just check something then. Arkinsback got me a 10. Rio Ferdinand was piss poor. Does Kewell or Bos... hang on. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll go to watch this game, won't we? I'll check it in a minute, Gary. I'll check that in a minute. Forgot about Bosnich. They've been here in the UK for years. But Viduka already had Croatian, didn't he? Okay, the very best of luck, Andy. Andy is playing his... what do you want to call it? I want to call it a block. 4-2-2-1-1. Strong team out there. He just needs to avoid Dortmund hitting any sort of early goal. Early goal will be a killer because it will be an away goal. Of course, we did watch this game, didn't we, towards the back end of the last stream. It drew 0-0 in Germany. As it stands, we'll go to extra time. And they leave 1-0, and it's that man Ronaldinho, his 15th of the season. Look at that, he started brutal, isn't he? That's exactly the sort of start Andy would have wanted. In terms of statistics, I think he'll just want a second goal though. He's on a knife edge at 1-0. He knows that if Dortmund equalise, they're in front. And now we're seeing a bit of yellow text now, which is not good. You see a bit of yellow text, and then they've still not had a shot. It's crazy, isn't it? I think he'll want that. He's just desperate for that second goal. He's absolutely desperate. Liverpool 1, Dortmund 0. Oh dear. Nothing worth screaming about. What's that? Needed that quick. Yeah, absolutely. It's exactly what you needed. No, don't look like any changes for Andy at the break. Rosiski's gone off. Good old Rosiski. It's 2-0. And surely it is their path through to the quarter-finals of the UEFA Cup. Barry Ferguson on 54 minutes. We spoke about him, of course, Barry Ferguson, on the previous stream. Let me just check. Right, Matt Tierney. 3-0, Rossini from the penalty spot. Ricken's not actually a bad player, is he? Sorry, let me just quickly... No, I've got the wrong player. 3-1, they've got one back. Amoruso, he's had a good season, hasn't he? Well, a little bit of pressure now. Yeah, you'd feel game over at 3-0. I think, really, if Liverpool have a goalie sent off, inevitably it's going to probably be a penalty, so that's potentially 3-2. And then it's going to be a nerve-wracking final sort of... Do you know what I mean? But you'd feel he's done enough. He's just made a change, it looks like. Owen's gone off. Liverpool 3, Dortmund 1. 11 minutes to go at Anfield. Near on 50,000 spectators, most of which Liverpool fans. It's a penalty to Liverpool. It's 4-1. Rossini. Well, again, penalties, they can essentially go either way, can't they? 2 penalties for Rossini. And Liverpool, job done in Europe. They've absolutely torn them to bits. And they go through to the quarterfinals. They'll be pleased to see Atletico have knocked out Arsenal. You know what? They can quite easily win that tournament. You know, Chelsea, you know, you've got to make them favourites. Looking at that, you've got to make them favourites. Okay, meanwhile, talking of Arsenal on the back of... Now, that's interesting, isn't it? Of course. So, when you're in the UEFA Cup and the FA Cup, your games are sort of like really close when it gets to the... quarter-final stage. Of course, I remember that. So we've got to take advantage of that. Here we go. So we'll take a look at their what's the word I want to use? Their fitnesses. We'll have a look at their fitnesses. I think we'll keep our defenders. I'm going to take out Ferdinand. Marvin Andrews can come in. Let me just quickly look at Harry Kewell a minute. We spoke, didn't we? Second nationality English, but he probably had that at the start of CM, didn't he? He probably had that at the start of CMO 102. There you go. Let me just check. So, Agahoa. Oh, Agahoa's 89%. That's fine. Figo can start. Lee Bowyer comes out. Aymar comes in. Robbie Keane. Robbie Keane got me an 8. But Figo comes back in. Karagunas comes out. Harry Kewell comes in. So, I'm going to leave back in. I think, you know, I feel back has to start. I really do. Agahoa is not fit. Do I have to leave back as a captain? Okay, let's take a look at theirs. Yeah, you see, they've got a few players not fit. Let's take a look at their formation. Henry and Yardell at top. Oh, what am I talking about? Dickhead. I'd rather mark Henry than Yardell. Here we go. I'm not confident here. It's away from home. It's Arsenal. You know, let's be honest. Behind Liverpool and Man United, Arsenal's a team you don't want. Come on. We need a bit of luck. I don't give a shit. We all want a bit of luck, don't we? In every game, you know, and that can go either way. They've had Westerveld sent off. It's 2-0 to Leeds. Vieri from the penalty. It is a dangerous front two, isn't it? I don't really like Arsenal's formation. I don't think it's very effective. Ian Hart, right wing back for Arsenal. Who is Henry? It will always be Thierry Henry for me. We spoke about that before. You're sounding quite black when you say that, Henry. Okay, so we've dominated, rightly so. We're against 10 men. They've had to make a change. I missed Ian Hart, if I'm really honest with you. So I'm going to check that in a second. We obviously sold Ian Hart. Do you know what? That just shows stupidity of playing a left back as right wing back. I mean, come on. It could be, right? It could be Selakovic. We sold him as well. Ashley Cole. I wouldn't mind getting Ashley Cole. Really wouldn't mind getting Ashley Cole at all. It could be that they've got a lot of players not fit. If we have a look at their players fit, unfit, you know, well, they've not got loads of players, but that is just awful. Absolutely awful that they should pick. Ray Parlour would be the obvious right wing back. I put, and why is he not playing? Unless he is playing. No, he's not. It's awful, isn't it? Meanwhile, though, who gives a fuck? Vieira's going to come off now. Viduka's on 87%, just managing his game time correctly. Arsenal 0, Leeds 3. Let's speed this fucker up. We're looking good. We're looking good. As soon as the tea's empty, we can start banging around. Job done. It is a piss poor lineup, to be honest with you, from Arsenal. You expect so much more. Do you know what? I saw the word Atherton. I thought, nah. And it is Peter Atherton. Final score, Arsenal 0, Leeds 3. And we advance to the semi-final. Liverpool are there. Manchester United are there. West Bromwich Albion 2. Carlisle 2. It's obvious who we all want, isn't it? It really is. This is a deja vu of the League Cup semi-final. When it was Leicester, Man U, Liverpool and Leeds. The question is, who are we going to get? Let's do a live draw. Providing Andy don't beat me to it, let's do a live draw for the semi-final draw. Yeah, I do make... Yeah, it's not so much the transfer, it's a tactical move, you know. I just think it's fucking bizarre. You know, it's a bit silly, but I think it's because they're playing wing-backs and they don't look like they've got any wing-backs. Okay, here we go. Next team, first team out. Leeds United will play... Fuck you, Andy. I wanted a bit of luck. Okay, we're going West Brom or Carlisle. Liverpool play Manchester United. The semi-final draw is set. Okay, let's focus now then on that Champions League Group B. Now we are going to make some fucking changes here. We're going to bring in, Agahoa on his return from injury. He needs to return. We're going to give him a little bit of, we're going to give him some minutes. And I'll tell you who else we're going to play. I think Arcadius Back is in fabulous form. I don't know if he's going to be fit. I don't think he's going to be fit, to be honest with you. So I tell you what, Jonas London is going to start. But I'll tell you who's going to come in for this game. Are you ready for it? He's coming in for this game. He needs it. We're going to give him some game time. The legendary Cherno Samba is coming in. Lewis Gilbert, hello mate, how you doing? Original game without patch. It is the original game. It's the original database. It's got no enhancing patches, anything like that. It is Nick's patcher 3.968 flipped over to ODB, so coloured attributes, the speed, the Tapani regen code implemented, stability. It's a stability sort of thing. So essentially, it is vanilla, but with stability sort of fixes. Okay, so we're going to play a complete second string here. Paul Robinson's going to come in for his first game. We're going to make massive changes for this game. We're going to bring in Ricarte, he's not fit, is he? Okaronko's not fit. I'm going to bring in Klomp at left back. Bonera at right back. We are making some huge changes. Decor returns. Lee Bowyer. I want Bowyer to play, and I want Cole or Karagunas. It's a tricky one. I think we're going to put Joe Cole because he hasn't really been involved much. Matt Holland. On the bench, Robbie Keane and Harry Kewell. I was a little bit excited when you said he's coming in, though. It was going to be. Is it? Do you know what? If I'm truly honest with you, Leighton, right? If I had him, if he was eligible, I probably would have put him in. To be honest with you, but he's not, and he looks a shower of shit. Okay, so he's coming in. Cherno Samba. Let's unleash the beast, right? Let's see what he can do. Leeds against Celta Vigo. It's already a given. We are winning the group, and I don't know who we're going to play as runners-up. The worst case is I think we're going to get Bayern Munich, but it is what it is. That's assuming it is working as I think it's working, where we will play runners-up of Group A. I'm not sure if that is the way it's going. But I'll tell you what I'll do, Leighton. It will always be Celta Vigo. It will always be Celta Vigo, so fuck you. Not Celta Vigo, Celta Vigo. Bonero from the penalty spot. Now, Bonero, I think there's a bit of potential in Bonero. At right back. I think, at right back. And it's good to see him get on the score sheet. It really is. It's 1-0 at the break. Leeds lead. Joe Cole 83%. That's an easy enough change for me. Karagunas is on. I'll tell you, to be fair to Rosenborg, they've done really well here to get to the quarterfinals. They've done extremely well. Take nothing away. 2-0. Bonero from the penalty spot again. It's always nice to see that, isn't it? I think I've got my penalty takers set up. 3-0. Agahoa. I brought in Agahoa because he's just come back from injury and he wants to give him a bit of a run out. Karagunas makes it 4-0. It's Leeds 4, Celta Vigo 0. Job done. As we finish the second phase with 6 straight wins out of 6. We always got a bit lucky in this group. And we advance to the last 8. So I don't know if I'm going to get Bayern Munich here. We'll see. You know what? If that is the case, Roma are fucking loving it, aren't they? Or we're going to get somebody from over here. Someone runners up. We're not going to get United, of course. I don't really want Milan. I'd like Deportivo if we could. Over here, I'd rather have. I don't mind the Germans or the Dutch. I don't really mind. Don't really want Lazio. So I don't know. How does it work? Is it A to B? I'm not 100%. I know in the World Cup, that sort of stuff, the Euros, it works like that. It works like a pyramid thing. Okay, we're going to find out now, aren't we? Well, it don't work how I said it, but we still got fucking shafted, didn't we? Fucking bastard features. Man United Rosenborg, you pieces of shit. So, how did PSV win their group? They did! Jesus. Okay, so we've got Milan. We've got AC Milan in the quarterfinals. Take note of the runners-up. I've got a feeling you can get any... I weren't sure, Gary. I wasn't sure. So... Okay, yeah. Okay, so it is done as a draw. I suppose Milan... I'd rather get Milan ahead of Roma. But we knew we couldn't get Roma. So that's a bit shit, really. But it is what it is. Okay, good luck, Andy. Villa. Okay, I'm confident Andy can win this. Benfica, Atletico. Atletico could be a block. Chelsea, I think we'll make them stronger favourites on that. Lille, Valencia, I'd say Valencia. Aston Villa, you've got to fancy him. Let me just check what my performances were. Samba got me an 8. Good lad. Good lad for Cherno Samba. We are now going to be picking our lineup for the next game. Vieri. The youngster will be on the bench if we can. Figo will be on the bench. I'm going by average rating. What did Robinson get me? He didn't do too bad. He got me a 7. Didn't concede. Didn't lose. I think that's important. Left, right, Klomp, Andrews. Bonero got on the bench. He got me a 9, Bonero. Did very, very well. And Matt Holland, Lee Bowyer over there as well. Providing everybody's fit. Let's see who we got now. Next game, home to Blackburn Rovers. Andy will be playing Sunday, won't he? Home to Derby County. Let's see if Derby County can be bastards to Andy as well as they were to me. But Andy, we spoke about this yesterday. From a battling perspective between me and Andy, if I was to win a title, Andy's essentially 3-0 down. It's very, very difficult. So from that perspective, Andy winning the title makes it all different. Oh look, Kennedy Bakar. It does. I'm sure we spoke about this before, but unless you get him and give him game time, probably from the second tier or third tier, he just don't do it, does he? I mean, look at him, he looks shit. This is season 3. He looks fucking awful. He's not done it, he's not broken at all. We paid 1.6 for him back in season 2, and he's done nothing. I would happily cash in on him. So it's the same with this guy. Although Bergstrom don't look too bad, but I'm not really using wingers at the minute. And let's be honest, right? Bakayoko, Bergstrom, they're a different class to players like Karagounis and Joe Cole. The thing is, when at this sort of save, this sort of level, I buy him purely from a backup. Like Kimi Kallstrom, I like Kallstrom. I think he can turn into a good player with just perseverance. So I don't want to sell him to. I will sell Bakayoko and Bergstrom if I can. Nicky Ferenko, Gary, you're a big fan of Nicky Ferenko. He's been awful for me. He hasn't developed whatsoever, and he's 25 now. He's just not done it. He really hasn't done it. So I'm happy to fuck him off, basically. Mike is a checkbook manager. No ability to develop players with him. Fuck you is what I say. Fuck you. Dickhead. I dare you, Nicky needs to play. Yeah, but it's difficult to get him in. It's so... I like to give Archidius back game time. Right, now last season, I decided to put him in towards the back end of the season, and that was his response, 804, 14 goals in 28. This season, you see what I mean? It's very difficult to fit him in. Jonas London is doing really well. He's slipped off a little bit, but Jonas London's one of those Scandinavians. I think he's another class. Bin FGN is what stop. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Gary. It is difficult to get them all in. It really is, but I don't know. I think what I did... I was quite tactical on this. When I bought my players, because me and Andy, this is a 10-season thing. Well played, Andy. A lot of the players, I tried to get them on long contracts to last the duration of the save. Big result for Andy, indeed. He wins 2-0 against Aston Villa in the UEFA Cup quarter-finals, first leg. What we got going on here? Marvin Andrews. Well, if he's still on international duty with Trinidad and Tobago, which I'm guessing he is, it looks like we're going to be making a change in defence. Who gets it? Rio Ferdinand. I just don't get anything from Ferdinand. Not what you should get from him. Jonathan Woodgate. I mean, yes, I could put Okoronkwo at left back, at centre back, which I probably will next season when I brought in centre backs. That's the difference there. Okay, so I think we're going to go as is then. We welcome back Agahoa back into the EPL after his injury. Vieri takes the armband. We're playing Blackburn. Janssen and Bent up top. We need an early goal by 20 minutes. Remember what our philosophy is. We need to be 1-0 up by 20 minutes. After that, I start to get itchy. I start to get angry, should we call it. Vieri 15 minutes. That's what we need. 2-0 Agahoa 17 minutes. Leeds 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. This is what we needed. We needed a good enough start. Cannot grumble with that first half performance. 3-0, Archidius back. And of course, what you said about Nicky Ferenko being an FGN, it's the same with Archidius back. That was the reason why I weren't starting him initially, because of the situation. Amar's coming off. I think we're going to bring on Lee Bowyer into the centre of the field. Lee Bowyer, I think 5 reds last season, Lee Bowyer. 4 or 5 reds. That's what's cost him. We brought in Amar, who slid in brilliantly into the centre of the park. 25 minutes to go, and we're in control. We're going to take off Harry Kewell and bring on Luis Figo. Figo hasn't done exactly what I wanted him to do, but I mean, I'm saying that, but 23 involvements, I can't grumble really with that sort of contribution. It's hard to find Figo's best position, truth be told. So we'll see. I'm not really testing him where I've got him at the minute, but it's almost mirrored to where Archidius back is. So we'll see if we can get me an 8 from the left side of the centre 3. We've got a penalty. It's Vieri, penalty 4-0. Leeds 4, Blackburn 0. The goals can make all the difference should we come down to goal difference. It's all over. It's a 9 for Vieri, a 9 for Agahoa, a 9 for Okoronkwo. A superb result for us. Man United have drawn at Preston 0-0. And we are back on top on goal difference as Liverpool take on Derby County. Okay. 8 league games to go. This is going to be fucking war. It is going to be war. We're going to Sheffield Wednesday. It would appear after the international break, it looks like. So I feel that maybe we're going to play the exact same line. What did Ferdinand... We'll watch this game then for Andy. Home to Derby County. The last time we watched Derby County live, they fucking took a point off us. But you just can't see... Derby winning at Liverpool. Liverpool same formation. He's gone mixed, funnily enough. He's gone mixed. Look at that. Look at the last 5 minutes. All Liverpool. It's funny, isn't it? Because you look at the possession of the red bar, which says 62% in the minute, and then the text is white. It sort of contradicts it. Do you know what I mean? I tell you what, right? If Derby score, it better not be Ravanelli. That's all I'm going to say. Fucking Ravanelli. Need to get back to work. Love the videos. Yeah, nice one, Leighton. Always good to see people drop in, particularly when they acknowledge and say hello as well. Mate, get back to work. Don't make me get the blame for you getting the sack. And just don't ever put me on at work on loudspeaker. Half time, Liverpool 0, Derby County 0. Not the greatest first half of football. Not many shots, and I think that's what makes it a bit difficult. I think if Andy was dominating it, there's an element of it's going to be time before he gets his goal. There we go. Whereas when it's only a few shots, it's almost like, I don't know, make it. Yeah, he is, isn't he? I mean, you'd have fancied him to have knocked a few past them, and he's on the edge a little bit here, isn't he? 5-2 in shots. Liverpool 1, Derby County 0. Michael Owen's gone after 51 minutes. 25 minutes to go. Bit of possession here for the Rams. It looks like Andy's making a second change now. Then a second change. He's gone attack short. Sorry, he's gone short. I think he wants to just maintain some possession here. Very, very interesting. The changes are made. It's 2-0. Oh, it's disallowed. David Dunn. What a player he's turning into. I don't want to look at David Dunn at this moment because it'll pause the game. It's a penalty for Derby. I'm sure we've seen it's a penalty for Derby County. Oh, that is, how brutal is that? Having a disallowed goal. Is that what he said, Gary? Did it say Ravanelli carrying a threat? I thought he got subbed off. I'm sure I've seen... Andy's obviously paused the game to make a change, but I'm sure I saw penalty to Derby County. We'll know in a minute when Andy presses continue. That means that it's not crashed. It is a penalty. It's... Wow. Okay. How brutal is that? It's 2-1. What? Sorry, add a bit more text. Sorry, I'm reading your message there, Gary. I tell you what, you have made hard work of this one, Andy. You really have. Ronaldinho, the hero, in 80 minutes. It's all over. Derby 2, Liverpool 2, Derby County 1. I didn't realise Ronaldinho didn't start on. Steve Finnan, what a player. I do like Steve Finnan, apart from his injury prone. But the player I wanted to go to was David Dunn. I thought he looked a bit better than that when I last looked at him. Big result, massive result. Okay, we're back to 3 points then. And we go to Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, it's going to be a very, very entertaining final run. It really is. Just read that. Unbelievable. I might hang on a bit to start saving until version 4 comes out, but it'll take the game to new levels. I found it, but it's very hard to get consistency. I mean, you want a challenge. It's just somebody moaning to me about the updates. I'm inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree with that, truth be told, what I've just read. No changes for us. I don't think we can make any changes from what just won against Blackburn. This is an interesting one, isn't it? Now, Carlisle, remember we saw Carlisle get to the quarterfinals of the League Cup where they met Andy's Liverpool before going out, and it prompted me to check them. Look at that, what a season Carlisle have had. Wouldn't it be good to see them go to the next level? No, they're out of the quarterfinals. Going to be a lot of games like that, real struggles to get wins. Yeah, I think, when you get to this stage of the season, particularly when you're in Europe and you're in the cup competitions domestically, you know, it is... you find you're grinding them out. You're really grinding them out. Now we're playing Sheffield Wednesday in our next game, who are fighting relegation. Okay, we don't need to watch this. I didn't realise Andy had a game here. So he's playing Aston Villa in the second leg. Let's just focus on our lineup. Ferdinand got me an 8. Does he stay in? I think he stays in ahead of Andrews now. Ricardo keeps his place ahead of Bonera. Pressure's on, and as you say, in 3 big tournaments, yeah, absolutely. You know, I don't really want to play. I don't want to take too many risks in this game against Sheffield Wednesday. Sorry, let me start that again. I don't want to take it easy against Sheffield Wednesday in worry of the Milan game. We've got West Brom coming up right after that. You know, we've got Southampton coming up, Arsenal away, Chelsea away, you know, and Man United away. We've got one fucking hell of a run in, haven't we, in the last 8 games of the season. And these games then, Southampton away to Sunderland, Everton, home to Man United, home to Arsenal. You're short on defenders. This is a thing, Gary, because I hold my hand up that I messed up. I moved back to the back 4, and I'm not equipped to deal with back 4 because I've not got enough fullbacks. You know, I just felt that I was set up for 3 at the back, and I just feel that I'm more consistent with a back 4. So I'm sort of, I don't want to play my chances down because that'd be a bit disrespectful if I start playing my chances down because I am only 3 points behind. But the bottom line is I'm trying to think, you know, I'm learning, I suppose, from my own errors, my own mistakes. So let's have a look now then. Atletico Madrid 2, Benfica 0. It looks like Atletico are going through. Chelsea have already got 1 foot into the semi-finals. And Valencia are there as well, it looks like. So who does who does Andy want in the semi-finals? If I was in Andy's shoes, I wouldn't want Chelsea. I just think when you get a fellow English team, I find it a bit more difficult. That being said, he's made easy work of Aston Villa. I think I'd want Valencia. I'm not sure. But going back to what I was just saying, we've obviously got players coming in respect of a left back and a right back. Dario Simic, although he is a non-EU, I'm a little bit questionable about him. We've got Gareth Barry as well, who hopefully will be very, very important. I take Atletico. Yeah, they do start second tier, don't they, thinking about it? So, might be better. You might be right on that one, Andy. Gary, sorry. Okay, so we've got nobody of interest in our resis. I don't think we've got anybody. Who's that guy? So he came through the academy, didn't he? I think I'm keeping the academy players like that. I don't know if anyone ever plays academy players or monitors them, to be honest with you, but I like to try and keep an eye on them just in case. I mean, he looks alright, he's turning better, but he's still not good enough to walk into the team, is he? He's certainly not good enough to walk into the team at all. Valencia can be tough, depending if Benitez has been sacked. Let's go and take a look at that. Valencia, it's Ranieri. Ranieri is the manager. Valencia, I would imagine, given he had a 2-0 comfortable first half, I'd say that Andy probably took a relatively straightforward lineup. I think, he's just gone 2-0 up. Right, David Dunn in the last minute of the game. Well done, Andy. The semi-final draw. I'm not sure when do we see the semi-final draw. We won't see it, will we? Because we're not in it. So we're going to have to go to Andy in a minute, manually. Who is Chelsea? Let me go and check. Let me go and check that. Let's see if the semi-final draw's been made. It hasn't yet. So, it is Graham Ricks. Graham Ricks. Let's just check something a minute. So that would tell me then that Ranieri left. That would tell me that Ranieri left then, didn't it? Yeah, so they sacked Rafa Benitez and took on Ranieri. Okay. Transfer deadline today. There won't be any activity from us. Look at our money. Our money's getting hit. Getting hit big time. But it is what it is. Might even consider selling Jonas London. Always take a 4-4-2 setup on an easy assistant to play against. Transfer deadline is done and dusted. The focus is on a trip to Sheffield Wednesday in 7 days' time. An absolute must win. And I think, I know we've got a big set of games coming up. But I feel maybe I just need to work at it as one game at a time and win my own games. Forget about Andy's games. One game at a time, one competition at a time. You know, the bottom line is, right, if the next game comes along and I win and Andy loses, then that would probably put me top on goal difference on equal games. So then it'd be in my own hands, or essentially. But won't exclude Man United just yet. It's been a tough first 2 seasons for Andy, finishing third both seasons and not winning a cup. He's been royally fucked over in the cups, to be honest with you, but he's starting to really get it together now. Yorkshire derby at Hillsborough, massive. Yeah, absolutely. I predict a fucking riot. I really do, Andy. Gary, fuck's sake. Could be worse. Could be calling you Matt or Mark. So I was going to do a video. I was going to catch up with my Barely Legal, but I've not simmed the whole season yet. And I thought to myself, well, I need to spend some time simming it. But then I thought to myself, dickhead, let me contact Andy, see if he's about. If Andy's about, we'll do a stream. Because I don't know how much streaming I'm going to get done after today, because it's the Easter holidays for the kids. So I become very, very restricted. We shall see. Sheffield Wednesday against Leeds United. Here we go then. Arsenal, Fulham. Who's Andy got in his foot? Well, I shouldn't really pay attention. He's not playing. Oh, is it the League Cup final? It's the League Cup final, that's why. Okay, so we go to Sheffield Wednesday and we just need to win the game. We really do. I'm going to take Samba off the bench here. I'm going to take Samba off the bench and I'm going to put on Joe Colt. I'm also, if I can cash in on Jonas London, I'm going to. I thought about it before. I don't know if we can. 16th Sheffield Wednesday, screams at you. Don't do it. Okay, so. Okay. Here we go. Screams out draw. How many times, right, you see like the timer go to 20 minutes and there's barely been any text at all, and you just think, what the fuck, you know? I mean, this looks like Wednesday are going to score, don't it? This just looks like Wednesday are going to get a goal with all the blue text. Rebound, we saw the word rebound. Fuck off! Fuck off! Unbelievable! Straight from the rebound, disallowed goal. Vieri goes off injured, and I didn't put a striker on the bench. Of course, of course. Oh. Get me so fucking angry. Yeah, I didn't even spot that, to be honest with you, Gary. I was probably too busy banging. I think the worst part of this, even if I win, even if I draw, I'll go top of the table. No, what am I talking about? No, I'm talking shit. Ignore me. Okay, Agahoa 1-0. We need that second goal. I saw the name Gustafsson. Is that Eddie Gustafsson in goal? Let's check. 1-0 at the break. Not the most convincing performance. It is Eddie Gustafsson in goal. Agahoa up top, back in AMC. Oh, do you know what? No, to be honest with you, Gary, I'm going to disagree with you on that, because I've tried back in there before. I thought about Agahoa up top, but and Figo playing in the back plays better where he is. You know, that's the bottom line here. I don't want to take the risk on that. So whilst it's a little bit unorthodox, you've got an AM. You could. I know why you're saying that, but Figo. I've not tried Figo here. I mean, I could even put. Back hasn't got the attributes to warrant being a striker. I just feel Kewell's an option. Kewell is an option. You mean like that? And then we put Figo. We have Figo, who's got the passing ability, and I feel with him being a forward, left, right, centre, he's sort of mirrored with back. So I mean, even Kewell's got a 16 finishing. Agahoa 17. I think we're going to go with that. We'll go that then. I've met you halfway here, Andy, Gary, sorry, Dick. Okay, we need that second goal though. We need that second goal. Just remind myself on Vieri a minute. Injury prone 15. So it's a bit shit. We need that second goal. Look at that. We don't. It's. Oh, come on! They had a penalty appeal. They had a penalty appeal. You probably saw that. I think we're going to take Harry Kewell off now, and I'm going to bring on Joe Colt. So Figo goes up there. Living on borrowed time here. We're living on borrowed time. Are you ready? Are you waiting for a crash? A crash of the mouse or the keyboard? Or me trying to sort of contain the... There you go. Oh, the sweat was dripping off there. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Leeds United 2. Archidius back. Adding to Agahoa and an own goal. Oh, shit. Fuck, I thought that was my goal, to be honest. Oh, no. Fuck me. That was a nerve-wracking final few minutes. Final score, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Leeds 2. I'm back, only for a few minutes, Mikey. What's been happening? What's been happening? Well, I went on camera for a little bit, right? And I started doing a little bit of a striptease if I won the game. I think I'm being a bit loud. So, right, here we go. We'll watch this game then. It's a League Cup final for Andy. What can he do? What can he do? This will essentially be Andy's first trophy if he wins it. So the best of luck. Let's see what he's playing. He's playing short. He's playing attacking. Best of luck, Andy. He all bleached her eyes after yeah. Okay. We're all rooting Liverpool on, not just for Andy, but we also all hate Man United equally. So we all want Man U to lose. You know, that is the bottom line. When me and Andy had our 10-season game before we started this 10 blast, Man United took the same manager that they've got now after season 1, after Ferguson goes. Is it Bianchi, I think it is? I better check that in a minute. I'll check that just quickly at half-time. Man United 0, Liverpool 0, still the half-time score, 30 minutes. Gone! Barry Ferguson 1-0. And oh, well, there you go, Andy. Get in there. He looks solid. I would imagine he's got a strong team out there. It certainly looks stronger. I actually hate both United and... But I'll tell you something funny, Gary. A lot of people that I know that are Rangers fans, like diehard Rangers fans like yourself, also tend to like Liverpool as their sort of their English team, which I think is really bizarre. And you don't. Yeah, it is Bianchi. And the thing with Bianchi, right, is he always plays this formation for Man United. That formation, and they always play long ball. I fucking hate long ball. What the fuck is long ball all about? Look at that Wibwob setup. Wibwob on all the back five and the goalkeeper and the 2 up top. But you know what? Andy is managing to get through it. He's gone to mixed, and he's looking good. He's looking very good indeed. To be honest with you, I don't hate Man U today as much as I used to hate them. To be, you know, I don't dislike them as much as I used to. I hate Man City more. I don't like Arsenal because I don't like Arteta. Liverpool, now I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Liverpool for a number of reasons. But the pursuit of Isak and how they brought Isak pisses me off in real life. You know, and I hate players that refuse to train, to force. I hate those players, and it pissed me off with Liverpool because Coutinho did it to Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? No Rangers fans like Liverpool that I know. Yeah, there's a couple I know, to be honest with you. There's a guy I know that is a big Liverpool fan and big Rangers fan. But who's your main English team then, and Gary? Do you have one? I don't even know if you have one. We're looking good, Andy. We're looking good for your first trophy as Liverpool manager. You cannot fuck it up now. Minutes to go. And it's a penalty for Liverpool late on. There you go. Job done. And Liverpool, congratulations, Andy. Liverpool win the League Cup in stunning fashion. The Premiership looks like this. They have to win their game in hand, which I think might be coming up. No, it's not. No, it's not. Of course it's not. I thought he might have had his game in hand coming up midweek. Right, okay. Can't support 2 teams. I was a good as a kid, so I took a... Right, okay, fair enough. Well, I didn't mean support. You know, like, a lot of people have, like, a second team. Like what you've just said about Everton. Someone they like to have a soft spot for example. And sometimes soft spots can't even be explained. And I'll give you an example of that, Gary, particularly being Scottish. Is years ago when I was really young, for whatever reason, I had a soft spot for Hamilton Academicals, and I don't ever know why. I never know why I had a soft spot for Hamilton Academicals. I don't know, maybe it was just their fucking name or something. Only English game I've been to. There was a year when I was really young, I went to about half a dozen Posh games. But I'll not pay to watch Posh ever again. I wouldn't even go in there for free. Unless they supplied a burger for me for free, because I wouldn't pay fucking £5 either. Okay, so Vieri's out. How long's he out for? 3 weeks. The only fortunate thing about that is that we've got Mark Viduka to come in. Okay, well I think we're going to have Alan Smith. I'm going to put a defender on the bench as well. Hamilton are in a bad way now, potentially. Yeah, I know. There's a few though, isn't there? There's a few teams that are struggling in Scotland. I did read about it, Gary. Okay, massive, massive game in Europe. We're against AC Milan. Let's have a look at that. They're riding high, aren't they? They're riding high. It'd be nice to see them win the title ahead of Roma, to be honest with you. Harry Kewell takes the armband. They're playing Shevchenko and Inzaghi up top. I think we'll try and man-mark both of them out the game, and just hope let's just hope we need to try and get an early away goal, just like they want an early goal. We lost the final to Roma last season. We surrendered our unbeaten run in the league against Manchester United in the last game of the season. We played a weak team in order to protect them, and we lost it, and then we lost the final anyway. Can't believe Matt Holland is your DMC. Look, I'll explain, Gary, that in a minute. Let me get to half-time and I'll explain. Decor is my main DMC, right? And I wanted to buy a backup, and it was either going to be Matt Holland or Dabo. And, fuck's sake, I didn't realise I had Raul, to be honest with you. And Matt Holland, it's one of those things where Holland come in and did alright, and then did alright again, and so on and so on and so on. Do you know what I mean? I even thought about putting Lee Bowyer, sitting him deeper, to be honest with you. Okay, not convinced at that first half performance whatsoever. 6 shots to 2 in favour of the Italians. I think Klopp's carrying an injury. He is, and I'm not going to take any risks here. Bonero can come on. Bonero. And I haven't got money. I've got a big squad. I've got a great squad, but I haven't got the money. And I think I showed that. I'm not really convinced here. I'm not convinced here at all. Let's just see what they're going. If they're going short, I'm going to move to direct. They've gone direct. Okay, so if they've gone direct, let's go to mixed. I just feel mixed can counteract direct to an extent. Look at the stats. Just got to hold on to this. Oh, it's flattering. Maldini's still going. Just realised that. Maldini is still going. Amar on a 5. Yeah, I saw Amar on a 5, but I wanted to give him that opportunity to... It's interesting, isn't it? You know when you've got a player on a 5 and you think, I want to sub him off, or shall I give him an opportunity to, raise it? I mean, it's a very, very flattering scoreline. I'm not going to start jumping with joy at this, because firstly, this game is far from over. Secondly, look at those stats. So Man United won, Rosenborg 0. I mean, who would I want in the semi-finals if I get there? Okay, we're going to have to watch this game, I think. Valencia against Liverpool, big game for Andy. I didn't realise he'd got Valencia. We didn't even look, did we? So good luck, Andy. Let's see what he's playing. Tommy Smith and Owen, interesting. He's got Ronaldinho on the bench. Milan have firepower to... Yeah, I know, Gary. Andy, fuck's sake. I get my names fucked up. Sorry, Gary. Yeah, absolutely they've got the firepower. And after what happened in the game against Andy in the League Cup semi-final, I'm not going to count my fucking chickens. Do you know what I mean? Particularly because I'm at home. Regardless that I'm at home, shall I say. Solid first half from Andy. He's 1 up. Let's have a look what they're playing. They're playing defensive. I'm always quite confident if AI are playing defensive because I don't like it. Sean Davis is a great sign for Andy. Classly. Do you know what? I've often said there's a lot of players at Fulham that I think are great players. Sahar, he's got Sahar. Who's the other one he's got? Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Steve Malbrank. Who was the other fucking... Oh, I've had a complete mind blank. Who the other Fulham players are. A little bit of a dodgy second half. When he was 7 shots to 0 up, he's on 8 to 4 now. Looks like Andy's making a change. He's not made any changes. Valencia 0, Liverpool 1. Is he in EU? Gary? Is he EU? Sorry, what position is he? Is he DMC? I'll take a look. I'll pop his name in. I've not got money. There's no way I've got money. Okay. Place. Oh, sorry, Gary. I'll have a look at him in a minute. Tell you what, Andy, you had a real dodgy second half here. To protect that 1-0 lead, maybe even scrape a second goal. Oof. Jesus Christ, he's held on. It's a good result. It's a very good result. Lazens, that was the guy. Oh, Latvian. Yeah, he's alright. He didn't have a cracking season last campaign. Very versatile, isn't he? Very versatile indeed. Chelsea 2, Atletico Madrid 0. Liverpool have 1 foot in the final of the UEFA Cup. Let me remind you that Andy is on for the secondary quad. And what do I mean by secondary quad? I mean the UEFA Cup, the FA Cup, the League Cup, the League. Who knows? He's on for the secondary quad. I'm on for the treble. Like you said, and Gary at the start, it could be an explosive hour. It could be a real explosive hour. Just check my phone. Make sure I've got nothing. We've got a photograph there. Oh, I watched this actually. Did anybody watch the Ireland game yesterday? I was watching extra time for the Ireland and for Wales. I was watching them both simultaneously, and I just happened to be watching it. I wasn't paying too much attention, and I saw that Sami Šmožadić came on for Ireland, and the reason it caught my attention is because he used to play for Peterborough. And then I watched it, and I'm just reading here. He remained unconscious for over an hour after he clashed with a Czech player. I saw it. He came on, had one challenge, and then went off injured. I think was it Harvey Vale came on to replace him. Right, okay, we know all this shit. That's quite interesting. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're not doing that. I think Andy has tougher fixture run. I don't think so, to be honest with you, Gary, because... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I don't think so. Why is my semi-final been moved to... I never understand this. I don't understand this, right? As to why my semi-final has been moved to Wednesday. Because... It's not like I had a game, and it's not like West Brom had a game. I mean, what? How does that even work? Okay, fuck's sake, that's a shitter, because it gives me only 3 days now preparation for Arsenal. Agahoa, I mean, the only positive is Agahoa should be fit. Okay, Andy's playing the League Cup. The FA Cup semi-final. Oh, Naismith's gone. So we'll look at Naismith. He's been quite solid for him, hasn't he, Naismith? Now that makes me think. Let me know your views, guys, but that makes me wonder, is this why my game got postponed? So I've got I would have had 2 players out on international duty. Let me just check West Brom, see if they've got any. See, I didn't even request it. So that's quite interesting. You're away to Arsenal and United, though. That was Andy from memory. Yeah. No, Andy's not away. If we look at Andy's, so we've got Arsenal at home and he's got Man U at home, and I've got them away. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I've got them both away. I, you know, I just think it's still anyone's, isn't it? It's really difficult. Dwight York's gone off injured. Dwight York goes off injured. A reminder now then on last season in the FA Cup. The FA Cup final finished like this. It finished like that in the FA Cup final last season between Andy and myself. And it was a bit of a harsh one on Andy, to be honest with you, because he had control of the game. You know, we had, back in the days that we had Michael Duff. You know, what can you say? We even had Jamie Victory. Still 0-0. Andy will drop points at Sunderland. There's always that bogey team, isn't there? We're into extra time then, it would appear. Liverpool 0, Man United 0. Very, very interesting. I would like to sell you. Going back to what you said about money, Gary. We made a little bit more money now, actually, 11.9. Gary, I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen my latest video on the Dav Dav patch version 3? If you haven't already looked at it, Gary, have a look at it. Tell me what you think. I know your views on the update. I get that. This is predominantly connected. Well, it is connected to the update. It's breathtaking, in my opinion. I think it's great what Dav Dav has done. He's exceeded haven't saw it or have saw it. Is that Gerrard red carded? Oh my god, I hope that's not a penalty though. Oh, it looks like we're going to penalties anyway. It says latest score, so we must be going to penalties here. Liverpool 0, Man United 0. York injured for Man United. Naismith and Gerrard red carded for Liverpool. The FA Cup semi-final. It's a coin flip, isn't it? It's a proper fucking coin flip. Not seen it. What's Dav Dav done? Basically, I won't spoil it for you, Gary. I won't spoil it for you. Have a look at version 3. It's to do with the Champions League format, the Europa League format, the World Club Cup format, the Conference League format. Oh, he's done it. He's done it on penalties. Wow. Wow. That's good to see, Sylvester, little bastard. It looks like a fucking egg. Spoil it. Okay, then I will. So basically, he's changed the format of the Champions League. It's not exactly like real life. I should point that out. It's not exactly like real life, but it's as close to as you're going to get. He's changed the format of the football trophy. You know, that fucking Papa Luigi, Domino's, whatever the fuck, deep pan pizza fucking shit. The format of that is changed. Again, not identical, but very close. He's got it, the World Club Cup. He's got that involved. He's got the Europa League winners will automatically qualify for the Champions League, like real life. It proper fucking, and he's working on version 4 to get a Saudi League operational, to change the World Cup format to reflect real life. You know, it's proper. I mean, he messaged me asking me if I'd do some testing, so I was able to look at it firsthand. And it's fucking great, absolutely great. And you know, it still doesn't deter from the fact that the update is still very, very difficult. We can't watch this, can we? Okay, the FA Cup semi-final, home to West Bromwich Albion. You've got to fancy us here, haven't you? You've got to fancy us to beat West Brom. They're 12th in the First Division. I think we know that if West Brom win this, they will be in Europe next season. We are going to go as is. Make sure we've got... yeah, that's all good. Oh, bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks and bollocks. So someone's got to make way here. It's not going to be Okoronkwo. Sorry, Viduka, it's going to have to be you. And I feel that I'm going to put it then... Oh... I think I might give it to Alan Smith. We're going to give it to Alan Smith to lead the front line. Let's have a look what they're playing. Right, they're playing defensive, so we will stick with Shaw. Okay. They are First Division. We've got to be favourites. I've just seen a player that I think they've got. Do you remember that guy? He's a decent... Oh, Andy's already looking at him. Andy's already looking at him. He's got an injury prone of 15. He's had a good season. I like that guy. I remember, I think Baz has said to me he's had him plenty of times as a quality left back. Okay, it's Leeds 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, 20 minutes gone! We lead on 19 minutes. Rakata. Need that second goal now. Need that second goal. We need to put this game beyond reach. 5 shots to nil. Okay, we're in control. Still need that second goal though. No changes at the break. In fact, we will not change, but we'll just look at their setup. So they've got attacking. I'm happy to leave my mentality as is. I don't really like to change my mentality, but I will change my my passing. 8 shots, 9 shots to nil. Alan Smith's what we wanted to see. Justify his starting place. Oh, Karonko, you fucking bastard. Oh, you bastard. Ricardo's a left back. Bonaero's a right back. And I think the injury is going to rule him out at least probably to the midweek game. That's at least. Okay, it's Leeds 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. Fucking bastard. Okay, our job is almost done. We were going to look at DMCs, weren't we? You asked about Holland. I need to look at Decor. Might even bring Decor in for the Champions League game if Holland's last 2 games have both been 7s, which we'll check. And they've just scored. Bit of pressure now. Look at that. Gary's thinking, I'd love to see them equalise. I know you're thinking it, Gary. Okay, so we go through to the FA Cup final. Chiotis was piss poor. Oh, what a result. What a result for Andy. Fucking hell. And we are through to the FA Cup final where we are going to meet Andy's Liverpool. Okoronkwo is out for a month. Jesus Christ. For a month. Well, it's good news for Bonaero, that's for sure. What can we do? What can we do? We've got the what we've got coming up now. Then we've got a trip to Arsenal. I just hope that they've got a hangover. I can only hope that they've got a hangover. The only positive about Okoronkwo, and I try to look at what's a positive, is Viduka can come back in now at top because that's one of my non-EUs. Defensive injury. I know. It's the one area that I've got no proper depth of. Fucking prick. So let's look at Decor. 747. See, 2 assists for Decor in 18 starts is just not good enough. Okay. 93s. I don't really want to risk 93s whilst I've got... Oh, fuck you, Andrews. Don't want to risk 93s whilst I've got the players to come in. So Kewell and Agahoa. Okay, so Agahoa. Harry Kewell will come out. It's not assists from DMC. Well, let's check his... I look for assists as well. I think it's quite important, but I'll look at that in a moment. I'll look at that in a moment, Gary, so I don't get your name wrong. Okay, let's take a look now then at his defensive rate. 4.5. 4.5. 3.4. So it's a good, valid point. Valid point. I was going to look at Holland. Last 2 games. He got me a 9 in that game. A 9 in that game. And in the Champions League game, he got me an 8. So I'm going to leave Holland in. It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a difficult looking game, isn't it? They've got that horrible formation. It is fucking disgusting. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Unreal. Unreal. If we lose this, it's going to virtually be the end. DMC is stopped. Oh, come on! For fuck's sake! Yeah, of course Klomp is marking Yardell. That's why Yardell scored. DMC is to stop AMC performing for me. Man mark and destroy it. You know, when I'm getting anxious, I go quiet. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. I've had to really curb it down today, and I've really struggled. I have really fucking struggled. We're on level terms. Okay. Amar, potential foot injury. Arcidius back, potential groin injury. I think they've both got to come off. Amar for Boya. Back for Joe Colt. If you win here, that's... I know, Gary, I know. They've both got potential injuries. I don't want to take the risk. Because I think it could affect... Essentially, if they're carrying a niggling injury... Stuck his arm out. Should have been a penalty and a red card for that motherfucking gunner. 20 minutes to go. If they're on short, we will change it. They are on short, right. Let's try and direct approach them. Franny Jeffers has come on or gone off, whatever it was. I think it's come on, he's a striker. Oh my God, all this hard work. And obviously, you know, there's no denying this. This is to the delight of Andy. This is to the absolute delight of Andy. This has been absolutely a shit show. I shouldn't be losing to Arsenal when they've got this sort of setup. That's my philosophy. We should not be losing to Arsenal. But you know what? Draw probably a fair result, but we've been beaten, and it is what it is. And Chotis, great result, Andy. Great result. Chotis will get a... He'll get a poor performance fine. It's not his first, is it? And we go 6 points off the pace. 6 points off the pace. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We've still got a chance. We still have a chance. I don't know. I've never even heard of this guy. Vadua? Where did Wenger go to? I don't know where Wenger went to. Agaho was 93 though. And the thing is, I don't like starting 93s or bringing them on unless absolute necessary. No, I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him at all. Okay, let's cross the finishing line now in the Champions League. And I feel that we're gonna. I feel that we're going to have to... What did Holland get me? I feel that we're going to have to, you know, work hard for it. I think there's no doubt about that. Figo, right, okay. So Amar, back, still doing well. Abadi, hello mate, how you doing? How you doing? I'm not sure how much longer I've got, Abadi, but good of you to pop in. After about 90 plays, if it's a must-win, rest him once. It's tricky. I'm always a bit of a dot. It depends on I find it depends on the quality of the squad depth that you've got. Agaho has been superb for me, and I thought about, you know, well, I did test it. I tested him playing deeper. Actually, I haven't tested him deeper. I've tested him on the wing. Yeah, well, if it has. You know. I learned from that. But I also, to be honest with you, Andy, fuck's sake, to be honest with you, Gary, I'm not convinced here that this tie is over. Second leg then of the Champions League. Missing Okoronkwo is just absolutely crazy. It really is. That's what's a bit of a killer for me. But I am going to do something. I am going to put Decor in. I'm going to put Decor in. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. And Holland, I'm going to put Holland as my right back. Now, I've played him a couple of times, Matt Holland, at right back. Milan are more than capable. If you defend like last game, this is it, you see. I'm a bit... What's that? Right, guys, give me 1 minute. Sorry, Andy. I saw a few days ago that you brought Ronaldo to save. I think he would turn you into a team. I don't know. We'll see, mate. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to start this game going, and then I'm just going to just run outside and do something very quickly. Okay, yeah, I brought Ronaldo. He's arriving on a Bosman at the end of the season. 1 man out of... Right, okay, whatever. Let's start this game going, and I will be back in a moment. I'm 3-0 down. If I'm 3-0 down, there's going to be fucking trouble. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake! Unbelievable! I don't even know the score. Right, okay. Fucking ridiculous. Unbelievable. I might need to be honest with you. I've played Klomp at left back a few times this season. When I first moved over, and it looks like I'm going to have to do the same thing. Okay, I can't grumble with my first half performance. Let's see how long what it is. Potential shin injury, probably shin splints. Let's speed this fucker up. Ah, oh, fuck off. As soon as I fucking speed it up, that happens. 64 on the clock. Let's go to make a change then. Harry Kewell's coming off. Joe Cole is on. Leeds 1. AC Milan 1. 5-2 on aggregate. 11 minutes to go. Fuck right off. Fucking, you just know that if there was more time in that game, we probably would have lost more aggressively. Okay, we've lost 2-1, but we've gone through. Achilles back was poor. Matt Holland was poor. Roma, PSV, Manchester United. It's obvious who we all want, isn't it? We all want PSV Eindhoven in the last 4. I am going to have to consider the 3 at the back, I feel. We're just not equipped. Why is Figo just a sub for you? He hasn't been performing. Agaho has kept him out. Agaho has kept him out. It's as simple as that. That being said, that's if we move to 3 at the back, then he may well come in. Oh my god. 2 weeks. What do we think? You know what? We could do it. We could go for this. We could go for this. I think I'd rather PSV though than Man United or Roma. What do we think then, guys? What do we think? What did the core get me in that last game? He got me a 7. Do you know what? I'm not giving up on the title, obviously, but I think with the injuries that we've got, we might need to reassess it next season. So if we go Klomp, Ferdinand and Andrews, Woodgate is a bench boy. Matt Holland at 7.73. Do you know what? After his last game, he can go fuck himself. Let's go Decor. Somebody for the left. I think Kewell on the left. Agahoa and Figo. Kewell. Who's going to go on the right then? Someone for the right. Oh, we're not going to have a place for back, are we? Back's let me down. I mean, Agahoa is probably the player for the right, isn't he? Because he's right. You know what? You can accept losing to Roma. PSV in the semi-final would make me smash. Do you know what? We're going to go for this, aren't we? We've got to go for this. I think we're going to bring Robbie Keane back in. In fact, no. Let's put Harry Kewell there. Let's bring Joe Cole in on the left. Karagunas on the bench, along with Lee Bowyer. Lee Bowyer can actually play on the right, can't he? Viduka and Alan Smith. No defenders in. No, I've got one. I've got one defender in the resi, and he's a shower of shit. Okay. So Andy's looking good to go to the final to meet Chelsea in the UEFA Cup final, and there is going to be our lineup then. It's a risky one. I mean, I suppose, I've got to go for it now. This formation would probably suit Ronaldo 9 arriving, to be honest with you. Fucking turn your fucking radio down. Typical fucking workman, isn't it? Typical fucking workman. NDI, yeah, he's 8-9 months, 6 months. He got injured for 5 months. He was out for the rest of the season. And did the rehabilitation. It said potentially 6 months. So I thought, you know what, it'd be worth it the extra month. And it was 8 months. So, yeah, very long term. Okay, ready? PSV will take on Leeds United in the semi-final, which means it could be a rerun of last season's final between Roma and Leeds. Well, Andy said to me yesterday, I was talking about playing 4 at the back and stuff, and Andy said, feel free to go back to 3 at the back. Well, Andy, you got your wish, didn't you? You got your fucking wish. Okay, so this is the situation then. Andy is 6 points clear with Liverpool with 6 league games to go, and we've got an injury in the right wing already. No, we aren't international. So what we got now then? We've got Everton. Right, international breaks, is it? Okay, look at that. We've lost our last 2 games against Arsenal and Milan. We've conceded 5 goals. Yeah, I know. We're going to have to watch this game, aren't we? He did lose at home to Everton, I think. I'm pretty certain Andy lost at home to Everton. He played a B team. So, I find with middleman, I find direct works better. I just feel it just complements the base setup. So, I need to just check that. Or I do it like I've been doing, where I look to use my passing based on my opponents, which I probably will do that, to be honest with you, because I know direct is not bulletproof. Okay, let's have a look at Andy's setup then. Rossini, Ronaldinho lead the way. Ferguson and Kerr. You need a massive fall in apart from Andy. Don't sit. No, to be honest with you, neither do I. Neither do I, Gary. But you know what? It is what it is, and essentially this is my own fault. This whole season is my own fault. So I just really, touch wood that that I can rescue my season, so to speak. Barry Ferguson 1-0. Yes, I did. I forget who was up top with. Oh yeah. So he's still going. He's still going strong. Everton 0, Liverpool 1. And this, of course, will put him in a commanding position. Whilst I've not got a league game, anytime soon for some fucking bizarre reason. Talk of the devil, Gary. Dennis Bergkamp score. It's 2-1 to Liverpool. Rossini restores the advantage for Liverpool. Still a long way to go. Still a long way to go. Strong appeals for a Liverpool penalty there. There's Dennis Bergkamp. Pretty decent season for him at the age of 34. Almost close to his 35th birthday. Man United 1, Fulham 0. I feel that maybe I also need to focus on finishing second if I don't win the title. You know, it makes all the difference in terms of Champions League qualification. 3-1, there you go, he's got that advantage now. He's got what he needed. Let's have a look what he's playing. He's playing attacking mixed, normal tackling. Looking very good. Let's look at Rossini. 20 in 34 before today. 18 goals, 27 involvements for Ronaldinho. What a player. Barry Ferguson, 21 involvements. How great is that? Mark Kerr, 16 involvements. Rustico's back. Rustico, similar sort of thing to what I had with NDIE. He was out for 5 months. Actually, I think it was 4 months. And Andy sent him away to rehab and he went to 5. So he's welcomed him back. I'm not sure if that's now or if it was before, a couple of games ago. But I think losing NDIE was a massive factor for us. Our defence was already broken with the change of formation, which I have to hold my hand up to. You know, there's no doubt about that. But we'll look at next season. You know, once we can't mathematically win the title, I'll look at next season for the next season 4 EPL challenge. Everton 1, Liverpool 3. It's 4-1, Ronaldinho, and this is cementing Liverpool's stance of their title ambitions. They've destroyed Everton, their blue neighbours. They haven't just beaten them. It's a flattering scoreline towards the stats, but do you know what? 13 shots on target out of 14. He's got to be happy with that. United 1, Fulham 0. And there's our situation with 5 league games to go. We are 9 points off the pace. He can see the title. Now, again, why didn't I have a league game here? And I can't even assume that because Agahoa is the only player that's on international duty, I think. So it begs the question as to why. It really frustrates me. But I'm just keeping an eye on my... 1 minute, guys. So frustrating, really is. So, home to Everton. And I think, you know, it's make or break with the 3 at the back. It won't alter the fact of who we're bringing in terms of Sinach and Gareth Barry, because Barry being a left-sided, a left-back / defender, Sinach being a right-back / defender. You know, if anything, it gives me that little bit of an option to play 3 at the back still and move to 4 at the back. You know, Davo's coming in, of course. He's coming in on a Bosman. Might cash in on Holland. He's had a good season, isn't he? He's had a decent season. Do you know what? I don't think he's not good enough, is he? So he would only cost £3.1 million, but we can't even make the bid. Actually, tell a lie, we can. We've been making money, obviously. £3.1 million he would cost us, but I don't think he's good enough at all. I'm going to have a quick look. Sorry, Andy, one second. Do you know, there's some players here that I wouldn't mind. There really is some players that I wouldn't mind. Unhappy with his manager is very, very interesting. Javier Saviola, that would be... do you know what, right? If I play the middleman... I was going to say I needed a left winger, but I've got Hersey coming in, haven't I? So actually, in hindsight, that don't make any difference. We obviously sold Andy van der Meijden because we went away from the wingers. So I'm not sure. I think I'm going to probably revert back to Coys. Right, I'm trying to work out which Coys that is. Firstly, hello mate, how you doing? Now you're the Coys that does the TikTok CM streams, aren't you? And the reason I'm saying that, right, is because there's a Coys on the forums. His name is just Coys, and your name is Coys with those other few bits and pieces. Leeds were class back in the day. Leeds, ODB, Leeds, me and Andy, this network game that you see before you, we wanted two teams roughly on par. Leeds and Liverpool were two pretty average-based teams. Leeds had money and a lot of youngsters. Liverpool had Champions League and a little bit more quality and reputation. So it was quite an even balanced game. But as you see, we're in season 3 now. We're coming to the back end of season 3, and Andy is looking to take his first title away from me after me claiming the first 2. That's where we're at. But it's good to see you, Coys. I don't think I've ever seen you on one of my streams before. As I'm sure you know already, Coys, I am Mikey, Offside Trap. I've often tuned into some of your stuff, some of which I don't agree with, truth be told. Yeah. Sorry. Just as I said that, CM0102 GD Gary says exactly what I'm referring to. I don't go on the forum as much as I should, to be fair, but yeah, TikTok. I predominantly use YouTube. I think we've all got our speciality, haven't we, of which social media platform we use. Figo 93%. Well, I'm not going to use Figo. I don't know. Do you know what? Part of me thinks, fuck it. Let's just go for it. Let's play Figo. Vieri's back. So do you know what? Vieri can play on this game. I do feel though, I am going to put. I do feel we're going to have to put Robbie Keane on the bench. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna lie to you here, Coys. Right, I'm not a fan of centralised formations or whib wob. Or stop watching your TikToks when you started doing centralised Twitter. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I didn't expect you to turn up on one of my videos, Coys. So I'm not surprised that statement's come from Gary. We're very, and I think what makes me laugh about you, Coys, right, and what makes me laugh is when you play dumb and you say, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. I don't know what's all this whip bob shit? You know what whip bob is. You fucking know what whip bob is. To be fair, I go with the chat. The thing is, the chat, I get what you're saying, and I've done similar sort of things myself, but when you've got a whip bob formation, unless somebody is sending you that formation and you've loaded it, plug and play, then you must be moving it yourself. Do you know what I mean? You must have loaded a formation. You had a formation, and I forget what it was, but you had this random defender who was whip-bobbed. Now, there's no way that could have been there automatically, because I know that on default tactics, on the update, only a striker can start whip-bobbed on the 4-3-3. And on ODB, only the goalkeeper can. Honestly, I had no whip-bob, was before actually... What I'm saying is, if somebody sent you a tactic and they've said to you, oh, load this tactic up, yeah, you'll do well. You know, I'm not going to bombard it. I don't want to be a cunt, you know, because I'm sometimes a bit of a cunt. Okay, we're looking good against Everton. Decor, Vieri, and Harry Kewell. We've reverted back to the 3 at the back. I'll give you a tip on something, Coys, and it is only... hang on. Before people told me about with ball and without ball, I had no idea, not touched it. I would imagine you've not been playing CM for long, as in, you know, more than 5 years. Wibwob, it's a match engine exploiting feature on the game. Now people say, oh, but it's part of the game, it's part of football, it's part of this, it's part of that. Well, right, I won't go into it too much because I've got videos for this shit, but the short and long of Wibwob is, yes, it is part of football. Yes, it happens in real life. Guardiola does tell his players where to go, blah, 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 blah. But if you're going to do that, right, if you're going to have Wibwob formations, then let AI have access to the same setup of Wibwob than what you've got, and that is possible. And by saying, right, that, oh look, AI used Wibwob there, because they did, AI have used Wibwob there on that formation, as you can see by the thickness, but that is a very, very poor Wibwob setup from Everton. Let them have access to the same setup that you would use. My next save is spin the wheel, so to select my formation. Selecting formation is fine. Selecting formation is absolutely fine in my opinion. It's a Wibwob. It's what a result for Andy, and that is a title win for Andy. With that sort of victory, Andy, that is an absolute stunning victory for you, and you are on the brink, Andy. Absolute cracking. A bit of realism in tactics for me is important. Centralised manipulates again. The spin the wheel, I feel that you can't have. I feel you shouldn't have. Far be it from me to tell you what to have, but don't have anything with 2 at the back. And let me just point something out. Gary will be able to verify this, right? This is not an acceptable formation. When people say, oh, but that's how Liverpool play, or that is 4 at the back, that is not 4 at the back, that will exploit the match engine. You've got 2 at the... This is your back line. Right here is your back line. If you've got less than 3 players at that back, you will exploit the match engine. Simple as that. If you have got this sort of formation with no wingers, you will exploit the match engine. It's as simple as that, you know. Andy looks like, he is, isn't he? He is, isn't... I thought that was Gary saying that. He's killing it. 2 at the back don't work for me, to be fair. I play 3. What's the definition of 3-1-1-2-3? Because if that's a centralised formation, then that's a no-no for me and a big proportion of the CM community. So you say 3-1-1, so 3-1-1-2-2. So, hang on a minute, let me just look at what you said. 3-1-1-2-3. So something like that. That's a central... Yeah. It's something like that, isn't it? It's something like that. Now, the thing is, I've been playing CM since 93, when we had the old fucking Amiga, right? And that was a similar formation that I used to use back then, and I'd have only been like 13, 14 years of age. So for me, it's a centralised, you know. The end of the day, and I feel it's a tricky one, because people can play the game as they wish. I think for me, and I think I speak for Gary here, and a lot of the community, particularly the ones that I'm involved with, when you see people, they show their tactic, or they show their season, 38 out of 38 in Man United, and you think, yeah, okay, what's set up? And then you see a tactic like that, and you think, well, do you know what? I'm taking that pat off on your back, but right back off you with fucking vengeance, because that's bullshit. You know, it's not bullshit, it is what it is. You've done 38 out of 38, you may as well just fucking play a game and save after every game and reload. You may as well do the same thing if you're going to play a centralised tactics. Yeah, you know, this is the thing, you see. If somebody shows me their fucking 15-0 win, right? Oh yeah, well done. What tactic did you use? And if it's not Wibwob, it's centralised. And of course, the biggest thing, and you can't prove and disprove this, is when you get people man-marking the goalkeeper, because you can't prove and disprove it. But I know it happens. You bring attention to the game, which is brilliant, though. Absolutely. And I think, you know... sorry, I was just looking back at what you said, Coys, there. You wish you had that record. Some people, that they put it, but then they don't put their tactic. Or they show their tactic and they turn the Wibwob off. Or they change it. 100%, mate, love the game. The community is still really, really big. Now, Coys, a question for you here. I know you're not on. I know you don't go onto the forums that much. There's another set of forums which I've actually created myself. My link is in. You would say, Coys, yeah, send me a PM, yeah, and I'll show you how to do it. It's called cmo102.forumotion.com. It's on my YouTube, right? It's on my YouTube, yeah. Be great to have you on board. TGISFR. Oh, don't be swearing, Gary. Don't be swearing talking about that motherfucker. He is one bastard motherfucker, isn't he? Right, so it looks like we're going to bring in Woodgate then. So, Gary, are we to assume we are going to go 3 at the back for the Champions League? I think we've got to, haven't we? I mean, that last game against Everton, we destroyed them. Yeah, mate, it's on. The link is on the on my YouTube. Forumotion. It's still work in progress, and I only started it a few months ago, so it's going to take me. I can't PM you the link. You mean PM you the link on my on the old forums? I can do that. I'll do that afterwards. But yeah, you can get to it anyway. But yeah, if you PM me, I'll show you how to install that. I'm taking the piss. I'm taking the piss, dickhead. I think, you know, I'm just thinking how I can get it. Hang on a minute, you cunt. Hang on a minute. Right. There you go. There it is, mate. And I've built that myself, to be honest with you. I've worked hard for that. Okay, so we're going to stick with 3 at the back, I feel. Cole, Marco. So, we need to look at Agahoa. Is Agahoa? Yeah. Agahoa is on the rod. What did he get me? He got me a 7. I don't like him getting me a 7. 7's just not good enough. I'm clueless with stuff like that. That's why I say PM me and I'll copy and paste it over. But I can't PM you, can I? I can PM you on the old forums. There is something I will say, Coys. Genuine fact here. Copying it over is actually frowned upon. Copying the folders. It's actually, you know, what you're obligated to do is. Sorry, Gary. I just read your thing. Yeah, what you're obligated to do is get them to install it and do it that way. But I get what you're saying. But illegal isn't 18-year-old girls though. Don't make that mistake on forum. Yeah, you might want to look at the forum, the section barely legal before you assume. Gary's absolutely right. That's an interactive game that I've got going. Feel free to have a look and let me know what you think. We've got King of the Dugout. We've got another interactive game that myself and Mark Whittaker do. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Sorry, Gary. Gary, I just think back, right, to I just think back, Gary, to when I was looking for an image for that Barely Legal game, and I wrote it in, and I didn't realise, I didn't realise that Barely Legal was the name of a, guys, give me 1 minute, I'm just going to run upstairs whilst someone did before thinking Mikey left, dickhead, give us a second, guys. Right, what's up, motherfuckers? Oh, for fuck's sake, 0-0. Someone did before thinking Mikey led a paedophile. Yeah, you've got to write that correctly, Gary. Okay, this has been absolutely awful. Awful fucking... Oh, my God. I think we'll go back to short. Okay. I need to find something... Particularly with us being away in the first leg, essentially, if we go to extra time in the second leg, then they'll get an extra half an hour for the away goals. I was always against that, you know, how unfair it is. I guess it's based on a draw for who gets home tie for the first leg. Yeah, Coys, I don't know if you get the similar sort of thing with TikTok, right? But you have to be very careful how you write stuff, because Gary is an expert at getting things retracted by YouTube. He has to WhatsApp me and I just say them outright. But I don't know if you've noticed, Coys, but I've got a disclaimer on my channel. I make it for over 18s only. Oh! And I emphasise that it's the opinions of me and me only, of what I showcase and broadcast. Okay, we've scraped the win. That game is not over yet. Man United 1, Roma 0. I mean, he actually does not... He's not just on the same page. Him and his Dutch mate, Ray. I'm a Glasgow with no filter. Every word is an F-bomb. Okay, Liverpool. Andy is on... Is that confirmed? Sorry, I need to check that. If that's confirmed. Let me just check my... My phone just went. I'm just reading a message from somebody. Oh shit, that was 8. That was... right. Cayenne has confirmed they're going to... What day is it today? Oh yeah, it's Friday, isn't it? Shit, fuck. Okay, now, this is interesting because... Jonas London, he is a good performer. He is a good performer, but he's not up to that sort of quality. He don't look that sort of quality that I want. So I'm actually going to take that. Actually going to accept that 6.75. We're making a little bit of money. Andy out the Champions. Yeah, he got knocked out in the first phase, mate. He got knocked out in the first phase to his disgust. Sell him. Yeah, I've already accepted it. Let him have the league. I need to take Europe. I need to take Europe because I lost the final last season to fucking Roma, which was fucking disgusting. That was Andy in the first phase. It was out of his hands in the last game. He had to beat AEK, which he did, but the Germans won in Hungary. So, I think last season he got knocked out in the semi-final to Roma of the Champions League, and then Roma beat me. Now this is interesting, isn't it? Let's see if we can extract a little bit of extra money, shall we? Let's see if Lille have got anybody of interest. I don't really want a striker. We've got Alberto Luque coming as well. JJ, good fucking JJ. Yeah, he can. Do you know what? I'm not gonna fucking fuck you. Actually, you can give me some more money. Fulham. Have Fulham got anything? I've said about Fulham, haven't I, before? What Fulham have? I don't look like they've got Luis Beaumorte, injury prone 12. I like Beaumorte, truth be told. I do like Beaumorte. I don't think he's much. Lee Chun-Soo. He's a non-EU though, isn't he? I don't really want to get a non-EU, truth be told, Coys. I don't know about Lewis, but Steve Marley, don't really need it. Do you know what? Let's be honest here. Let's just do that. Let's just see if we can get more money. First phase, Cook. Yeah, he was gutted. He was gutted. I am going to probably move back to 4 at the back next season. Vieri 94%, Amar 90%. Well, I've got replacements for both of those guys. Let's take out both of these. I feel that we've got Viduka ready to come in. Amar's coming out. We know who Amar's coming out for. Amar can come out for a proper central midfielder in Lee Bowyer. Or, look, Ricardo's back, but he's a fullback, so fuck him. So either Bowyer or Karagunas. There you go. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Let's just check. Okaronko's still on the comeback trail. A few more days yet. We've got the we've got the FA Cup final coming up against Liverpool. We've got the second. Oh my days. We've got Manchester United coming up now. No defender on the bench. Did I not put one on? Yeah, Bornera. Bornera's on the bench. Matt Holland, Lee Bowyer, Robbie Keane, and Paul Robinson. I actually think I might need a goalkeeper, if I'm truly honest with you. I'm just keeping an eye on the players that I've got coming. Hersey's going to be a great player. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Okay, fuck it. What are they playing? They're playing long ball. I fucking hate long ball. You see, Man United are playing right. As you can see, Coys, they've got a whip-bob formation. It's what's called as a mild whip-bob. It's one of the defaults. And it's fucking disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. The long ball really pisses me off. If I don't win this game, that will be... is Andy playing? Oh, he is. And he'll win the title in this game, won't he? He'll win the title. Rossini has scored at Aston Villa. Andy is on the brink of the title. He's on the brink. This... it's my own fault, really. I should never have come away from flat 4. I think that's the bottom line here. We're being outplayed here. I can't do fuck all. This long ball really bugs me. And I still maintain, right? I said this to Andy. It's almost like when you play Man U or Roma, you've already got a disadvantage because of their reputation. You ain't got a chance almost. It's almost fucking bullshit. It really is. In fact, I'm going to do that. Bowyer on the right, yep. I mean, what am I supposed to fucking do? I mean, what formation? Andy plays a 4-2-2-1-1. That's what he's been working on. And he's developed it really well. Because I don't think he had arrows to begin with. And now he's adjusted it. Fuck you. Fuck you, you prick. And he's played it all season. I'm a bit of a fuck up, really. I changed my formation, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't change my formation mid-season, and that's where I fucked up. Changing it over season is one thing, that's a big enough fuck up, but at least have a little bit of versatility in the squad to revert back to it if it's not working. Long ball is what football now today, horrible. It's fucking disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. It really is. Does my fucking tits in. Mikey's a checkbook manager. Fuck you is what I say, Gary. Fuck you and checkbook manager. It's about winning. Fuck you. Best dad in the world, Dwight York, the hands-off approach. Fuck Man United. Yeah, anyone that plays fucking football management games. Okay, we've been beaten. Well, I thought we were over. 10 shots to 8, so I don't bother to make it much changes. I think I will revert back to 4 at the back. There's no doubt about that. We've been beaten well and truly. Figo was awful. Woodgate was awful. Shock horror. Man United 2. Leeds 1. Andy, congratulations. That's what I'm going to say to you is congratulations. And I am going to move back to 4 at the back. I'm going to move back to 4 at the back for what is going to be an absolute monster. I know what you're thinking. You're all thinking, fucking hell, that's risky. But I just feel now then, we have got, our title is over. Our title is over. Okoronkwo should be back in time. Rakata is back. Okoronkwo's back. Ferdinand and Klomp will lead the back line. We've got Bornero. We've got Bornero who can start as a substitute. DMC, I'm going to go with my strongest, if I can. My strongest average performance. I'm going to play Agahawa. Agahawa is just not doing what he needs to do where he plays. I'm going to bring Arcadius back. There we go. I feel that is what can possibly work for us. Karagunas on the bench. London can go. Vieri's going to start. Viduka's on the bench. Figo's on the bench. That is going to be our lineup if they're all fit. Yeah, Mark. I mean, we brought in Vieri. It was a questionable signing, but you know, we brought in Vieri. Fuck you, getting thrown about. Fuck you, getting thrown about a lot here. What champ? Yeah. It causes grey hairs. I'll tell you what it is. It creates animosity within marriages, because what will happen is, right, my wife Annie, right, I'll come off the game, right, after a bad beat, and I'll be angry, I'll be a bit snappy, right, and Annie will say something to me. You're right. Yes, I'm fine. You know when you snap. Don't fucking take it out on me because you're fucking stupid. And before you know it, yeah, you're contacting a fucking lawyer for a divorce, and where it says reason, CM rage. Do you know what I mean? I know it sounds really bad, right? I'll be playing a game, right, and I'll lose a massive game, and unless I'm streaming where I can put a different reaction to it, I'll be like, for fuck's sake, yeah. And then one of the children will say, Dad, can you help me a minute? No, he'll have to wait. I'm such a cunt, and I'm virtually Dwight York, and okay, so we've got the Champions League semi-final coming up. We are reverting back to 4 at the back. I feel that we have to go 4 at the back. We've only moved. I'd love a stat on how many mouses have been. Oh mate, don't even go there. Gary, can you imagine? Even the slightest thing, oh, there you go, I'm sorry, he's got to go. If that's a straight 5.5 million, he can go, and it's not, is it? It's not going to be, they're secure, so they've got money. It's not going to be straight, it's going to be 6 months, isn't it? Let's see if they can offer me, I want it straight cash. You can shove your fucking 6 monthly instalment bullshit right up your fucking arse. Fuck, not happening. Yeah, that. You know what? I mean, so many times where I've banged the mouse or the desk, and my drink knocks onto the keyboard. You end up with a fucked up keyboard and a fucked up mouse. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, it's fucking awful. It is awful. My wife can't. She's a jinx, and I always concede when I'm. Yeah, Gary, have you ever done this thing, right, where you're angry, yeah, and your wife goes, honey, could you do this for me? And you have to go from anger to, yeah, sure, no worries. Give us a second. Fucking motherfucker. You end up gnashing your fucking teeth together, don't you? Right, what's happened in the middle here? Amar, weren't it? Of course, Amar's injured. 10 days. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant, twat. Okay, so Karagunas or Boya? Karagunas can take it. Figo's just not done it for me. He's not done it for me this season. I like, yeah, kicking the kitchen. Yeah, that's just been retracted, Gary. Kicking the kitchen door. Kicking. Is that because you wrote the word kicking? I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, Okaronko's not fit. You fucking prick. Okay, I bet it's one day. Of course, it's one day. Kicking the kitchen door, open to make a. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Gary. I know exactly what you're saying. Okay, looks like we're going to play Bonero. We're still going to go with what we've got. No. What did I just put there? Joe Cole. Joe Cole. He should play more games for me. Okay, guys, here we go. Let's see what they're playing. Do we go direct to counteract that short? Ordinarily, I would. I deleted it, mate. Pressed enter before I finished. Oh, I see. I thought it was because you wrote the word kicked. You know what these fucking snowflakes are like. Where I play when kids are in bed, that's why I play. Right, I go to bed after livid. I need to chill. Yeah, it's a good idea, Coys. It's difficult though because I like to play whenever I can, and it isn't so much the children. Okay, Gary, I'll go with that. It isn't so much the children. It's mostly Annie that gets the brunt of it. You know, where I find my tone is really snappy. Okay, here we go. The thing is, Gary, right, I find short passing counteracts mixed. So technically speaking, they're counteracting my, do you know what I mean? But so I suppose you've got to have a fine balance, haven't you? I mean, I find attacking counteracts, normal mentality counteracts defensive, technically speaking. So, oh, fuck off, you fucking Italian cunt. And for anyone that says you can't be racist about Italians, I'm Italian, so fuck you. Viduka is on then. Look at that, 6%. 6 fucking percent. That's worrying, isn't it? And I'm guessing Harry Kewell, yeah, of course he's carrying on, but he can stay on. Fuck him is what I say. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh, we need Arcidius back. We love Arcidius back. We fucking love him, don't we? I wish I knew what he actually looked like, you know, so I could just put a face to the person, do you know what I mean? Harry Kewell makes it 2-0. So the AI don't change their they don't change their passing, do they? They don't change their passing. They do change their mentality. So Gary, so what do you say now then? Do you think short or normal? What's your perspective? We are 2-0 up though. We're in control, and I think maybe Harry Kewell. We're going to take Kewell off and bring on Joseph Cole. Joe Cole comes on. Right, okay, because he's gone to normal. Okay. It's funny, really. I mean, I've done so much. You know, I still do. You'll notice I've got, Gary, have you noticed I've still got numbers along each player? That's to do with my analysing of attributes. 102 minus. I think I've got the 6 most important attributes for a forward, and I think he went down the last time I checked it, so I'll put the minus on. He's gone down. Oh, motherfucker! See, prick. 7 shots to 3. Now we're under a little bit of pressure. If they were dominating me, I'd be more worried. 3-1, Viduka, and that should be game over now. 15 minutes to go as we look to make a third substitution. Figo is on. Leeds 3, PSV Eindhoven 1. Are we on? Well, I don't want to get too confident, but we're on our way to the Champions League final for the 2nd year running. I get Hesselink winning Ballon d'Or and Dusseldorf save. He's a great player, isn't he? He's a great player. That's why I quickly looked at him, to be honest with you. Might just add him to the shortlist. Okay, we're through, and we're meeting Manchester United. Would I have wanted Man United or Roma? Well, we played Roma last season and we lost 1-0. So we're playing Man United in the final. It looks like, how long's he out for? 3 fucking weeks. 3 fucking weeks. He's out for the rest of the season. Knobhead. Okay, so Vieri's out for the rest of the season. Stay as you are, light work. Oh, shock. Yeah, Alan Smith's injured as well. Great. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. So, do you know what? Where is he? Fucking Samba can start on the... do you know what I think I might actually do? I might look to sell Vieri now. I think Vieri, it's fair to say, he served me well for 2 seasons. You know, he led us to the title in second season over here with 50 contributions. Got to be happy with that. Man United is a killer. I know. Well, thank you very much. Off you go, Wankstick. Robbie Keane did so well for me season 1 when I played him behind Viduka, and it's almost like I find Robbie Keane plays better when Viduka plays. I know it sounds a bit fucking stupid and bizarre. So yeah, but then I can't drop Agahoa, and to move Agahoa, I can't drop Arcadius back. Do you know what I mean? It's a vicious circle as to what I'm going to play against Liverpool right now in the FA Cup final. That's where I had him. I had him there, Gary. I had him there, and I had him there ahead of Agahoa to begin with. So it's now decision time, and probably best that you don't advise here, Gary, because I'm playing Andy. And I know you'll advise me to lose. It's the FA Cup final, guys. Leeds against Liverpool, a rerun of last season, which I won on penalties, disgustingly. Man United have got another league game. We need to see them slip up on that. Of course, if we finish 3rd, we have to have Champions League qualification. However, if we finish 3rd and win the Champions League, we don't. So, and when that happens, don't know if you know this, guys, but when that happens, when you win the Champions League and finish 3rd, you qualify automatically. Sometimes runs a risk of a group winner in the first phase landing another group winner in the second phase. That's the only time it really happens. Liverpool 2-1 win. Well, thank you for your optimism there, Gary. I love you too, dickhead. Well, Okaronko's back now, so what did Bonera... Right, well, we're going to have to make changes here, aren't we? It looks like we've got 4 non-EUs, so someone's got to make way. Someone has to make way. Everybody's fit. Karagunas is... Amar's injured. We know Amar's out for 10 days. It's a tricky one. This is a fucking tricky one. I'm going to take out back. I'm actually going to take out back. And I'm going to put on... I'm going to put Agahoa. I'm going to drop him deeper. I feel that... I'll tell you what turned it for me. I'll explain exactly what turned it for me is... it was his morale being okay. That's what turned it for me in the end. Kimi Kallstrom is still shit. Samba is... they're all okay. They're all shit, really. But do you know what? Let's just stick... okay. We've got to check this man marking here. Here we go. Why have I done that? Didn't mean to do that. Let me... I don't know why I did that. Didn't mean to do that at all. Apologies, Andy, if you're waiting on me. Sub 2... Right, so... Man Mark Renadina. Well, it's funny you say that, though, because... let me just look at Decor a minute. They've both got 14 marking. I looked at Man Mark and Ronaldinho and Rossini if they're both playing, which I assume they will be. Yeah, they are. So that's in answer to Coy's, what you asked earlier on. That is Andy's formation. He's been with that pretty much all season. I think he adjusted a few arrows. Now, I don't like normally to get my DMC to do man mark him. I really don't. So I think I'd rather... yeah, I think we'll do that, I feel. Okay. Let's see what his instructions are. So I think we're going to stick with short on this now. We'll go short. Good luck, Andy. Good luck. I think Andy's philosophy isn't good luck, it's may the best team win. Oh, come on. I haven't had a stable captain all season. That hasn't probably helped. I've always chopped and changed it, and they, you know, sometimes they chose Vieira as captain. I'm not a big fan of a striker being the captain in the game or in real life, but how many times do we just think, yeah, whatever, just fucking do it? Let me remind you that Andy is still on for the secondary quadruple. If he wins this FA Cup, he's done the domestic treble if he wins this, because he's won the League Cup against Man United, he's taken the league. It's all about perseverance with Andy. Having been trophyless for seasons 1 and 2, he's really stepped it up. This has been awful. I'm going to change things around. This has been fucking terrible. It is absolutely terrible. I am going to make a change. Vieira, are you sure you want to sell him? So, yeah, but he's just been injured. He's got an injury prone of 15. That's my issue with him. So, mentality, normal. But baseline, we go more attacking. 1 to 3. Let's see if it makes any difference. I just feel like Howard plays better up there. Maybe him alongside Robbie Keane can make all the difference. Look at this. We're not getting anything. 2 to 4. It's been a shit fucking final, isn't it? Ricarta. I'm going to take Ricarta off and bring Bonera on. Bonera's the right back. Okoronkwo moves over to left back. That looks like Joe Cole's carrying a knock. I don't want to sub him off just yet. He's actually having a good game. What's your record against Andy this season? Let me get to full time and I'll check it before I press continue. I need to do it before I press continue, don't I? Because you can check it on next game, can't you? Or the next time Andy pauses, there's a red card for somebody. Oh, come on! Fuck's sake! In answer to your question, mate, there's a record. Sometimes this sort of like fucks up, don't it? But I think that looks legitimately. I'm not going to go to middleman. I could do, but I think, right, truth be told, Andy, Gary, I think Andy's formation kills my middleman. I really do. I think it just kills it. So I'm going to disobey you. In other words, fuck you. It's Leeds 0, Liverpool 0 as we come to the final few minutes of the game in the FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. We're going to extra time. We're going to extra time. What a fucking awful game for us it's been. Viduka's on a 6. We can't make any more changes, can we? Agaho is deeper now. I think we're losing a little bit in midfield. No way, not another fucking tense finale. Half time and extra time. Oh my god, should we slow this down? We'll slow it down at penalties. I don't know if I want to reach penalties or not. Oh, it's going to penalties. Okay, it's going to penalties. No way is Chotis fucking number 6. Right, I think they're in the best order, I feel. But I don't want my goalkeeper as fucking, what's Keane? Robbie Keane's 12. So let me just check number. Viduka 16, Matt Holland 12. Okoronkwo. Yeah, I'm not fucking having Shotis. Right, now I've got to be honest with you, right, I'm not optimistic about this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. And I'm going to press continue, and I'm going to walk away. 3, 2, 1, go. Do or dare, do or dare, is it still going? Fuck you, he deserved to win it. He deserved, Andy will be fuming this game wasn't won. Pens is horrible with the red. He deserved to win it. Credit where it's due, Andy, well done, well done. I now need to save my fucking season. Fuck you. Hope I choke on my cup of tea. Performance actually wasn't too bad defensively. Joe Cole wasn't too bad. Harry Kewell injured. Man United have won 3-0. Oh my god. So now we need to prepare for the FA Cup, for the Champions League final. The Champions League final. I'm going to give... No, he's injured, isn't he? So I'm going to give little Cherno. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm so pissed off. I am so pissed off. I'm more pissed off just with the game as a whole. The game's really fucking let me down a lot. I'm going to give Decor some game time. Richie Wellens is coming in. We're going to give him a little bit of game time. We're going to give... we'll bring Arcadius back in. And we're going to put Figo on the left. And we need a striker as well. Okay, so... Champions of Europe, here we go. I need this. I fucking need it. Robbie Keane's not going to be fit, is he? He's not going to be fit in time. My tea's fucking... We got two... Oh, fuck's sake. 2 days. 2 fucking days. So Robbie Keane ain't playing, is he? Robbie Keane and Ricardo isn't playing. For fuck's sake. And neither is Okoronkwo. Jesus Christ. So, can Klomp play? No, Klomp can play, actually. Klomp can play there. So Robbie Keane can't play, we know that. So we're going to give a rare game to Nikiforenko. Nikiforenko will get a game. Okay, it feels good to sit back and watch someone else stress rather than me. Mate, I ain't going to lie to you, it's because I'm on orders not to be loud. But I'm fucking so fucking angry at the minute. I'm so pissed off. Oh, you would not fucking believe. Andy, we'll try and get to the FA Cup final, yeah? Champions League final and save there, yeah? I don't know. He's not going to be fit for the Champions League final, is he? He's due back in 10 days' time. He ain't going to be fit for the Champions League final, is he? Prick. I know how Andy feels now about having one of those seasons from hell. I need to reshape. I definitely need to reshape. I'm actually going to take off my marking. I'm actually going to put on some arrows on the fullbacks. There you go. That's what I'm going to go with now. Home to Sunderland. Now, of course, we still need to make second place. And that's in our own hands. Decor's the captain. No, I'm not doing Decor's the captain. 15. So Jonathan Woodgate can take it. I'm going to go and make my tea or my coffee. Okay. Let's just get this fucking game finished. Oh, fuck you. Right, okay, it's half time, 6 shots to 0. Not going to make any changes here, but we still need to win. Nikiforenko, do you know what? Fuck Nikiforenko then. Kimi Kallstrom can come on for a little bit of action. Let's see what we get. I better be fucking winning. I better be fucking winning. We are 1 up then. Okay. Cherno Samba. He's had 1 game for me. 11 shots to 0. Can't grumble at the stats side of things. Penalty. 2-0. I thought I saw the name Shearer. Oh, Alan Shearing. Okay, final score 2-0. Happy with that. Samba with an 8 with 2 goals. Good lad. Penalty taken 20. Next game, we entertain. Look at that. We've got all home games now. We entertain Southampton in the league. Well, Richie. What did Richie Wellens get me there? He got me an 8. Mate, the ODB is king. The ODB is CM. Don't get me wrong, I like the update in respect of, I like to have one of the installs as close to the update as possible, particularly with the new patches that have recently been released. If you haven't already looked, Coys, go and have a look. Got a video on it, Dav version 3. New database to gems come through Mars Bear. With that in mind, that's why I've got mine, how do I put this? ODB, but with Nick's patcher to rectify the Tapani regen problem that there was. This is for the secondary quad. Then he will win everything that he was in. I mean, essentially, he'll still be a bit pissed off at what happened in the Champions League here. Andy was, no doubt about that. Looks like Chelsea are going to be in the Champions League next season. Well, they will be, whatever happens. Ooh, Ollie at the wheel. But yeah. I've got an install of the update, but definitely ODB is, you know, I play the update as today generated have no idea about this game, so today's players, people, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, you say Haaland, and people are like, yeah, you say Del Piero, people are like, who the fuck's that? They think it's some sort of fucking Italian cuisine or something. But the ODB, Gary will certainly concur here. The ODB is CM. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, I like to play the update because I like to. It's almost like playing a new football game, isn't it? But not. And I don't know if you've seen it here, Coys. On the forums, there's a guy called Dav. I've been working with him by testing, and he's released a new update on his patcher. It's fucking next level stuff. If you haven't already had a check, I'm going to try and plug my own channel here. Have a check. It's called Dav Patcher version 3. Go and have a look when you get a chance to. Don't want a lot. No, modern football fan. Nah, the modern football fan. We spoke about this yesterday, Gary. Me and Mark Whittaker spoke about this yesterday. You know, so many people, to put it blunt, ain't got a fucking clue. That's the bottom line of it. You know. What was it Coy said earlier on? He said about long ball, unfortunately, is how people are playing today, and it's awful, and it fucking is. Do you know what, right? I want to see players taking players on. I want to see this. And I'll give you an example, right? And I made a point of saying this, and I think we've spoken about this before. Doku at Man City. I like Doku. Doku will take. He is missing that finish. Oh, that's unlucky, Andy. He is missing that finishing touch, though. I think there's potential in Doku. But they're the sort of people that you like to see, you know, running at players. Let's have a look at his stats on that. That's brutal, Andy. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, Man United, you fucking motherfuckers. So we're going to have 2 games now in the space of... So our rescheduled game against Chelsea has been moved. Okay, Pep has killed football. Pep's a fucking cunt. Pep is an absolute cunt. I get sick to the back teeth of hearing what a great manager he is. Everything he touches goes to gold. Well, let's see the cunt go to Bournemouth or somewhere like that, yeah. And you know, he's always walked in. You know, I know what you said earlier on, Gary, about checkbook manager, but Pep, wherever he goes, he's already got an already assembled multi-million-pound squad anyway. Then he just, you know, mine's just Peterborough United, Coys, because that's where I'm from. I honestly need to get on the forum. I'm on there, but don't really go on there. Yeah, I agree, Coys, but fuck the forum. Come on, my forum is better. Okay, so Richie Wellens isn't fit, which is fine. The glorious Glasgow Rangers. Yeah, Gary is proper glorious Rangers. Okay, so Nicky Ferenko, shall we give these guys another game? What do we think here? My stepson plays for Spalding. Yeah, mate. It is right near me. Spalding United. So I like to look at a lot of the locals. We've got a second team in Peterborough called Peterborough Sports. And the manager of Peterborough Sports at the start of the season, he's just been sacked. Oh, what was it? Scott Sky used to manage Hull City. My eyes have got. What was his name? What was the fucking Oh my god, I've had a complete mind blank. Have a look for Jack Roberts, his class. Yeah, remind me that. Leighton, you're back. Hello, mate. I thought you'd gone. I thought you'd gone back to work. Let me guess. You turned the volume up and you've been sacked for profanity. Okay, so let's just go back to this. I think we can't grumble at our performance in the last game. Nicky Ferenko we're going to give him one more game. We will take out Wellens, though, who is slightly underfit, and Lee Bowyer will come in. The back line, Bonera at right back, Klomp at right. I'm going to put Okarenko. Oh, what was it? What was his name? Fuck's sake. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to fucking... Fuck's sake, it's on the tip of my... Phil Brown. Fuck's sake. Phil Brown. Was it... Who was Phil Brown manager of? Was it Bradford? Wolves? Someone like that. And I'd like to have seen someone, you know, Phil Brown in charge of Peterborough. No, worse gone quiet. I'd like to have seen that personally, but we end up with fucking Darren Ferguson for a 50th time. That fat fuck still pulling all the strings, director of football, stupid cunt. The Irish fucking owner who's as corrupt as fucking Jimmy Savile. Right, okay, enough of me fucking around. 490 used players, of course, yeah. Okay, so Okaronko, you're coming out. I'm going to bring Ricardo in then, I think. Okay, Leeds United against Southampton. So they're marking Cherno Samba. We're not marking anybody. We're going as is. Leeds against Southampton. I missed what he got. What did Robertson get me? He got me another 7 and another clean sheet. Can't grumble with that. Might have been pressed for a starting berth. Yeah, you'll have to remind me on that player, Coys. Is he on the update? Is he on the update? No, but I'll fire up Jack Roberts. Is he on the update at Spalding United? Because I'll have to check. I can't check it at this moment, obviously. Okay, Cherno Samba, he's smashing it at Spalding. I'm sure Spalding United are on it. I'm pretty certain. That Fernandez, do you know what? Don't get me fucking started. Gary, we spoke about this a few months ago. Barry Frost is a fat fuck. He's an absolute wanker. I actually don't. I'll check. Sorry, Jack Roberts. I remember that. Gary is an absolute wanker. All he cares about is his own fucking pocket, because he probably gets a 5% fucking skyrocket addition to his fucking... Oh, he's a cunt. Imagine that I've got an update and it's your stepson. You're a cunt. You're a cunt, ain't you? Cherno Samba, this is what's got to lead me to thinking about selling Vieri and cashing in on him. And maybe, and I stress this, maybe trying to bring in a worldly DMC. Or a worldly fullback. I went for Javier Zanetti, but I lost out on a Bosman. He's basically generating interest from all so long. He's a cunt. He's an absolute cunt. Look at things like Ivan Toney and Dwight Gale. Harrison Burrows at Sheffield United. Ronnie Edwards went to Southampton, I think it was, but didn't get in. Football Manager 26. Right, he'll be on it. I'll check it, Coys. I'll check it. Gary, he's a fucking bastard. And I've said this for years. And the cunt is 80 years old, dodging death, hangs around like fucking flies on shit. Do you know what I mean? He's a fucking nuisance. Probably a nonce. You know, he's probably a fucking nonce. He's a cunt. He's a corrupt cunt. And I don't care how... None of this bullshit. He saved our club. He remortgaged his own fucking house in Bedfordshire to save the club. Bollocks. Bollocks. He's a cunt. He's a corrupt cunt. Don't mention FM on here. Yeah, that's a good point, Gary. Yeah, it is dirty words using those letters. We'll just call it Foxtrot Mike because it's phonetic. Because it's frowned upon. Okay, so I'm actually half tempted, right, to stick with the same lineup here against Aston Villa. So this is what's happening with the Poch these days. Well, do you know what? It really bugs me because he gets linked with with a club. He gets sacked, and then he's linked. How many managers get sacked, paid off handsomely, and then they're linked? I mean, is that what he does at the minute, Gary? But you just know he's got a clause which lets him be released or whatever. Do you remember years ago, right? Probably about the time of CM. A job vacancy would come up and you'd always see Alan Kirbishley's name knocking about. Always. Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant Pochettino. Posh, we've got Luke... what's it? Luke... Is it Wilkinson? We finally got rid of Darren Ferguson, who was in his 4th spell. And people say, Ferguson, he's our best ever manager. Bullshit. Yeah, he's got promotions. He's also got relegations, or he's resigned before the relegation kicks in. Fucking prick. He's an absolute cunt. It's a corrupt fucking club. I don't care what anybody says. We're a corrupt club. What did Nicky Ferenko got me? Nicky Ferenko's picking up, isn't he? He's picking up. Alan Smith's coming in for this game. Feel that's what we're going to go with here. I feel maybe Arkidius back. I'm going to bring Arkidius back out for this game. We're going to bring Joe Cole in. No, not Joe Cole. Karagunas. Decor 93. Decor's 93. Matt Holland comes in. I'm going to take out Figo because I think Figo may well be. It could be a major player in the final. Nicky Ferenko, I'm gonna retain him. Andy will save after the Andy will save after this rescheduled game, yeah, against Chelsea, because it looks like the season's being extended. That puts danger towards the game fucking up when you have rescheduled games that go on beyond the Champions League. Very common in France, and I'm sure you all know the reason why France. Okay, we've got to win this game. In order to keep our chances of finishing second, because if we don't win the Champions League, we're going to have qualifiers. Posh shouldn't for Johnny Jackson. I don't know who Johnny Jackson is. Should go, sorry. I don't even know who he is. But the problem with Posh, right, is we'll buy these players and there'll be this big fucking emphasis, normally orchestrated by Barry Fry. There'll be this big emphasis about he scored 40 goals in 30 games, playing in fucking Scandinavian 9th tier or something. And that's not even an exaggeration, because we recently brought a Scandinavian last year, and now we sold him because he just didn't cut it. It pisses me off. Place of Spurs on this database. Okay. On the update, you mean, yeah? Oh, fuck you. And we're 2-1 up. I'm not, 6 shots to 2, can't grumble at how we're going here. It's Leeds 2, Aston Villa 1, and we've won 2-1. Man United have won. Liverpool sign off with a fine victory, and we are, Jesus Christ. I've no clue, Gary. I have no clue whatsoever. Let's go and take a check. Christian, never, is he? Yeah, he must be a genuine player. £9,000 they paid for him. So Gary, worth making a note of that player there, because he clearly starts on the game on ODB, and he's a £9,000 signing for Aston Villa. So, but he looks alright, doesn't he? He looks alright. Oh Oh, sorry, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Definitely, yeah, definitely. Just make. It's always a case of making notes, isn't it? So to remind anyone that don't know about this game with me and Andy, we're going to have 10 seasons in England. We stick with our teams and who can win the most. We'll then have start a new save in another country, 2 teams, roughly on equal comparisons, and we'll do it again. And so say all of us. Okay, here we go then. Manchester United versus Leeds United. It's the Champions League final. We're here for the second time. Can we have a different result though? Rakata, okay. You need to break down that. I know. Well, do you know what, right? I'm thinking to myself, right, maybe, Amar's back. Maybe the fact that we're not man-marking here might work in our favour. I'm hoping, obviously I'm fucking hoping it does. Do you know what? Richie Wellens has done well in 2 games. It makes you wonder, why didn't I play him more? Harry Kewell's out injured, so it looks like Karagunas gets a nod. Decor or Holland? 3.5 tackling, Gary. 4.9, so I'm going to go with Gary here. We'll put Decor in. Holland covers right back as well, to be fair, if need be, for emergencies. And up top then, we're going to have... Hope they go more defensive with MC on arrows. They tend to always go the same. You know, they're fucking so frustrating. I think we're going to have to bring Viduka in here, aren't we? So Figo on the bench. Robbie Keane. And... I'm sorry, it's going to have to be Joey Cole. Maybe not. Rakata's not fit. That's fine. That's fine. 91%. Bonero can play at right back. And Okoronkwo can play at left back. Bonero 95. Okay, so my captain for today is going to be Rio Ferdinand. I want somebody at the back. Archidius back is a risky one, but I've done that purely based on, well, favouritism. Let's hope then. There you go. Same old story. Same old story, you fucking bastards. Those 2 ugly motherfuckers at fullbacks. Thank you for that, Gary. Ugo Ekiog Warnes, Roy Keane, Giggs, Rui Costa. Where's Beckham? Have they sold Beckham? They didn't even know. When did they sell Beckham? He's gone to Barcelona. You're United as well. You're a twat. Fuck you, you cheeky cunt. Okay. I can't even watch this. Honestly, I can't even watch this. And do you know what? And I said this before with Mark Rutgers, our Dutch friend. Even on a neutral game like this, you'd rather be on the left side of the text, wouldn't you? You'd rather it be Leeds Man U. It almost feels like an advantage. It almost feels like a home game. I haven't got it in me. I really haven't got it in me. Oh, come on! Oh, they had a penalty that was turned down. I can't grumble at the first fucking 25 minutes stats-wise, but I do grumble because I'm not leading. So, not fucking good enough. 6 shots to 1. Not fucking good enough. Oh my god. Season save. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for that, Gary. It is to rescue my season. Oh, Decor! Hi, Rice. How you doing? Didn't see you there. We are leading on the stroke of half time. Viduka! Okay. Okay. Let's take some deep breaths. Yeah, fuck you, Rice. It's good to see you, Rice. Bonero's at 87%. I don't think he's carrying a knock because he started at 95, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Before I press second half, let me just make sure that's not the boss upstairs. Oh, it's Andy. Oh. Andy, you fucking sneaky cunt. Nice win there. He's taking it for granted off one, you cheeky cunt. I find when I get more defensive, I always throw my lead. This is the thing. Almost, it's like, if it's not broke, don't try and fix it, so to speak. Sorry, Andy, I've just seen your message from like 40 minutes ago. Mate, don't apologise when you're away for a bit. And Annie actually sent me a message as well. And then she called me and she goes, check your fucking message, because I wasn't checking it. Okay, time to go to the break. 16 minutes to go. Agahoa's coming off. And it's going to be Robbie Keane that comes on. I feel at 81%. We're going to bring on Riccarta. So who's had a better season than Andy winning the league? Or it's definitely Andy. Andy's done a domestic treble. For me, this... I don't want to... do you know what? Fuck you, Coys. I don't want to speak to you for a minute. We're coming to the end. We're coming to the very, very end. It is Manchester United 0, Leeds 2 in the Champions League final. 51,000 here at the Amsterdam Arena. I'm still not taking it for granted. We all know what Man United can do. Yeah, I agree with Andy with what he's saying. With Gary, it's all over. Definitely, it was squeaky bum time. I've got a real sweaty bum. So that takes a lot of pressure off the final game against Chelsea, because now we will qualify for the Champions League regardless. Now, of course, as I said earlier on, when you qualify for the Champions League group stages through winning it and finishing third, there's always potential that a group winner will play a group winner in the second phase. I know that from the history of the three-man game with Pep and Ian. So, game crush. You're a dickhead, Gary. You knobhead. So I will save after this, guy. We are going to finish up after this game on Saturday. Now, this is interesting. This is where we could fuck up, because it is a World Cup, European Cup, whatever you want to call it, year. And here we go, right? So, if they get named and they're ineligible, because my game's been delayed, always seems to do well. Defoe is superb. I don't need a striker, to be honest with you. He's at Celtic. Good old boy. We'll keep an eye on him. We'll keep an eye on Jermaine Defoe. So, yeah, going back to what Coy said, for me, definitely Andy. Definitely Andy, but that really saved my season, and my season don't seem such a waste now. So there we go, you see. So Figo, right, has already been called up to the Portugal squad for the Euros, and I can't play him. And that wouldn't have, it's fucking... I mean, fortunately, I've got a good enough squad to deal with it. Well, I was going to give this guy a game, but he can fuck himself now. Because we have got Shay Given coming at the end of the season. Or new season, shall I say. You get more perks winning the Champions League, to be fair. Yeah, there is that. There is that. And of course, let me remind you something now, that I will play Andy in the Super Cup. Which you could not script that sometimes, could you not? So who's going to play in the hole? Nicky Ferenko, it's got to be, isn't it? Nicky Ferenko's going to play. Robbie Keane and Alan Smith will be our bench boys. No, not... okay, who's going in defence? Riccarta. There we go. Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Ferdinand, because I'm going to let him keep the armband. Let him keep the armband. In DMC, it's likely to be... Decore's away. So Decore's on international duty, so we can't do nothing there. We're going to put Lee Bowyer there, and then we've got two more spaces in the middle of the field, likely to be Joe Cole and Karagunas. Okay, what's that say? And what am I talking about? Sorry, yeah, Coy, sorry, ignore me. My mistake. Sorry, my mistake. Of course, sorry, I forgot about that. But yeah, you're right in that sense. And the World Club Cup, I think, right, it is it's a bit damaged, my World Club Cup. I'm sure, let me check. Yeah, it's fucked. The World Club Cup is fucked. I noticed that on our previous game. So that competition essentially is obsolete. And that is one of the dangers of patching, I guess. Stability don't always come good. So the final game then, guys, what's our prediction? Obviously, I want to finish second, because we want to it's all about prize money. Now, we went really low on prize money, didn't we? Well, we've gone right up there. We're getting rid of Kennedy Bakayoko, Christian Bergstrom. He can go for $1 million if I can get an offer for him. In fact, do that. Nikiforenko starting to look a little bit stronger now, so we're actually going to do that now for good old Nicky. Just keep an eye on Vieri. He's still injured for a few more days. I don't know what to do, because let me remind you guys of the players coming in. Ronaldo 9, he's had a good season. Alberto Luque, he hasn't had a bad season. We don't really need a striker. But we're bringing in a bit of money, aren't we? With Jonas London going and Bakayoko going. Okay, here we go then. Chelsea against Leeds United. Chelsea haven't had a bad season. They haven't had a bad season. They'll be in the Champions League next season in qualification. But we have to win this game, and we lead 1-0 through Nikiforenko. I've got to be honest, right? In what has been, I'll come back to that in a minute, Coys. In what has been a shit show of a session for me, it feels like a real successful one. Particularly if we win this, finish second, win the Champions League, I'm going to feel that. I said to Andy, it'd be nice for it to get shared if we could all get a piece. So I'm content to win the Champions League. Mr. Reliable Gareth Barrett, interesting, because when I landed that, he was on a Bosman, but it's like the Tribunal set, it's under 24. So Andy had said, he goes, I wish I'd seen that, he's a great player. And he asked me if I'm playing him at centre-back or left-back, because I was sort of flitting between 3 at the back, 4 at the back, and essentially he's going to be a left-back. Okoronkwo's got that versatility to move across the back 4, which is really important. No half-time changes from me. Nikiforenko and Cherno Samba, the new strike force in town. It's Chelsea 1, Leeds United 4. 2 for Samba, 2 for Nikiforenko. And this is what's going to contribute towards me thinking about selling Christian Vieri. It has to contribute towards it, because I feel that where I need a player, it's a fullback. I need a proper worldie. I missed out on Chivu and Zanetti on Bosman's. Total fluke, that said. I can't grumble with this, can I? I cannot grumble with this. And we are finishing second. Very, very happy. Rio Ferdinand, you drugs cheap fish, him with a 6, you dickhead. And the season is over. Wow. Let's just quickly get these saves in. Boomer has left. Boomer's a great. Hello, Mark Rutgers. How you doing, mate? You've caught us as I'm about to finish up. Boomer is a great call. Is an absolute great call. Okay, so guys, a huge thank you to all you guys. Mark Rutgers for coming in at the very last second there. Gary Johnson, Coys, Leighton earlier on, Rice earlier on, Abadi, did you pop in at some point? I feel it's been a very successful one. Yeah, just remind me, Gary, because I'm going to go through it next time we play. But Emerton's just moved, I think. Emerton actually... Let me just check Emerton. He moved. I was pissed off at this because he moved for fucking peanuts. I was well pissed off. I ideally don't want a non-EU. But guys, Coys, send me a message on those new set of forums. Or I'll send you one of the old forums or what have you. Guys, really appreciate you joining. It makes these streams all more worthwhile. I do appreciate it. Until next time from me, guys, it's take it easy.